It animated out. The little bear.
I love flawless intros. I love it when things work well. When everything is going exactly. No. We're not doing that. We're absolutely not doing that. Folks, it's Friday. As you can tell by our loose demeanor around here today. Yeah. Everyone's ready for the weekend. But before that, it's time to get back to the world of professional wrestling, as we do here on Fridays recently. We are playing WWE Day of Reckoning here on Gaiden the Ring. The continuing adventures of Son of Berserker as he continues his path to probably winning the belt at some point.
Yeah.
But we're not there yet. We've just gotten on TV, for God's sakes. We're on Sunday Night Heat right now.
Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so with that...
Is this the low-level TV?
Heat was a Sunday night show that was on USA, later TNN, and at one point MTV. That was kind of like nothing really happened. I think it was
Sometimes it worked as a lead-in for a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like
totally.
that was what pay-per-view pre-shows were.
Yeah,
was
they'd
on
have
Sunday
a few
Night
matches
Heat.
and stuff, and then a bunch of video packages being like, oh, order this. It's going to be Rock versus Undertaker.
Oh, God!
Oh, Rhino, gore!
Right out of the
Gore!
gate. Right out of the gate. Getting gored by Rhino.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is just...
He just ran for mayor.
What?
It's a Donnybrook.
He ran for mayor or senator or something and lost.
In
But Kane,
Michigan, yes.
But I think Kane's going to win.
Is he?
Probably. He's the only one I've heard of.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would make sense that you wouldn't have heard of the candidates in a mayoral race in Kentucky or
Yeah.
Tennessee or wherever
That's
the hell
what
it
I'm
is.
saying. I just go with who you've heard of. I've heard of Kane.
Rhino is chewing me out because I'm new. Hazing. It's out of control.
Hey, Vinny, can we get some more gameplay in here?
As of right now, I bet the whole roster is on the same island as us right now.
That's right, because the house show tonight, right?
Yeah, I will be leaving here and walking straight to Madison Square Garden to see the wrestling there.
To hang out with your friends?
Nah, just watch guys punch
Is
each
it
other.
exciting to be friends with wrestlers? Like, is that like, do you feel like you've ascended?
I think it's a really cool thing because if I would have, when I was a kid, if you would have told me that I would know WWE superstars and like
then
play
play video
games and
games
stuff
all
with
day?
them, and, yeah, I think I'd be happy about a lot of things if you told me about 34-year-old Dan Riker
Yeah,
as a kid.
you got a dog.
Yeah, dogs are good.
Wait, you're 34?
Well, Juno will be.
Well, that's in forever.
I guess that's like 3 months.
That's like a significant
All
time.
right, I'm 33. Yes. But yeah, it's fine.
All right, well, let's see. We got
What's happening with the Heyman?
the Heyman is saying maybe you should take it easy on me, but I think he's not going to do that.
Is he trying to? Oh, so he's the GM here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
One-on-one with Rhino. Okay. I'll take that.
Rhino was gone for many, many years, and then he came back a couple years ago.
Yes. I've got to beat the man beast. I have to destroy an announcer table. All right.
WWE
Okay.
Rhino, because it's Rhino with a Y.
Yes. Is Rhino without a Y a copyrighted thing, or was that...
I mean, all I know is he was Rhino the way it's normally spelled in ECW, and they added the Y. It's like when they brought Mortal Kombat to Genesis, and Raiden suddenly had a Y in his name.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so I got to break one of the announce tables. I can do that, probably.
Yeah.
Do you have to pull it from underneath?
Here's usually tables. Well, if it's an announce table, then it's the one that they set up ahead of time for the announcers to sit
It'll be
at.
the one near the ring.
Oh.
They're just standard, like, catering tables are the ones that are underneath.
Okay.
And they didn't specify that I had to put him through it, just that it had to break.
Could you just, like, crack it against the steps or something?
Or I could just try... I mean, even if he puts me through it, I think that
okay.
still meets the objective here.
Gotta pop the marks. Gotta make the crowd go yay. Like, if you want, there's cheap pops. Like, if you want to say, like, oh, it's great to be here in Madison Square Garden, New York City, the best city in the world, go Jets and Giants, then everyone goes nuts. Or if you want cheap heat, you go out there with a guitar and you sing a little song about how much New York stinks.
And how great Philadelphia is or something.
Yeah. Which, Elias, that's his entire gimmick, and he is hilarious.
Look at this angry squat man.
Sometimes before an improv show, I like to rev up the crowd in a similar way by being like, yeah, we're in New York City!
Does it work with improv crowds?
Sometimes it's fun because it's like, oh, it's funny. Like, yeah, of course we are, kind of thing.
So it's kind of like they're in on the joke of you're getting a cheap pop.
Do you spear anyone on the way to the show? Do you do any running tackles to get people hype?
Oh, no, but I would like to. I did break my teammate's arm in an improv show a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
What?
Oh.
It was an accident, but I was doing a lot of pushing, and then she had a broken arm.
Oh no!
Broke her arm?
She was okay. It's fine.
Wait,
Everything's
okay.
fine.
She broke her
Wait,
arm.
did the bone break?
Oh my god!
It was like it didn't break in a way that was like, whoa, stop the show. It was like after the show, she's like, my arm is not good, and then it was broken.
Not a crack, not a sprain. Is she in a sling now?
Got a cast. It's like it's like the lower arm.
Holy moly!
Anyway, everything's fine. We're on good terms.
Good. That's good.
But yeah,
Jeez, all right. You were shooting.
Whoa! Got a little speaker
little pop.
nastiness there. All right, how do I get out of the ring? Okay, there we go. That's what I want.
So you have to do the table and then beat him, right?
Yes, I think so.
There's a weird thing about these story modes is in wrestling, virtually no one comes in and just wins all the time unless you're like Goldberg or Asuka.
Right.
And so like for you to be some jobber, some new guy on Heat, and yet you win every match, it's weird.
But that's the thing is they have to do the power fantasy, right? All right, I did it.
I guess.
Oh, that was a table?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Fascinating.
I have achieved the goal here. Now I can just have a match.
Whoa, you're so in
Nice.
sync.
Yeah.
Do they have synchronized wrestling?
Like, as in wrestling where they're doing, like...
Synchronized
moves?
You'll maybe see little bits of things. I just saw, what was it, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi did a thing where they both went off the top and they were totally in sync, but like not like a whole match or anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that would just be absurd.
Yeah, that's suspension of disbelief. Protect business.
But I feel like when they do like 2-man in stuff, they have to synchronize the move. Like if they're doing like I'm gonna lift him up and then you jump off the rope and
Well, the part that's practiced and choreographed is that, like, you know what to do when they're when this move is coming up. Like, you know the sequence of events, you know the timing of it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, dodge this, reverse this. and
I
then
just
this
meant
thing happens.
like hey, if you and I were a tag team, right? And I put Alex up on my shoulders, and you have to jump off the rope and like grab him and throw him to the mat.
Yeah, we would know ahead of time. We would practice it in the locker room. Be like, all right, you get him up, we can do this.
Figure it out while we're going.
Yeah. Pick him up and see what happens.
Are they
right
screaming?
in the
Are they
ribs.
screaming? You suck.
Yes, they are.
Are we
yeah.
a heel?
I think technically.
Oh.
I think I set him as a heel. I mean, does he
Oh,
look
so you
like a
can
nice
pick.
guy to you? He looked like a
Yes.
friendly...
Did Steve Austin
upbeat-
look like a nice guy?
Well, no, but I mean, he was a heel
Did
for a long
John
time.
Cena
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like a nice guy?
John Cena looks like a nice guy.
He does. He looks very nice.
Yeah, he is a very nice guy.
He's in another movie. I saw a preview for it. He plays some dad who doesn't want his kid to have sex.
That Blockers movie.
Yes,
Something
that
like
It
that.
does not. It does not
It
look
looks
good.
weird,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like Leslie Mann and him.
Oh,
and-
yeah,
yeah. It looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him starting to see some success in Hollywood, though. He is extremely hardworking, intelligent, and talented dude.
Have you met him?
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, wow.
And on your head. Never get tired of doing that.
Yay!
Very nice.
Pinfall.
You beat the Rhino.
They just
And
call
you
him
broke
Rhino.
the table.
Okay.
Now we're in it. It's real now. Rolling up the sleeves.
Gonna be on Raw.
I don't think we're there yet. I mean, I did start getting televised matches,
Yeah.
so I feel like we're not quite the Raw or SmackDown level.
We get on some Velocity or Jacked or Metal.
I think this is the only sub show in this game.
Okay.
Have they ever made a wrestling game where you get their powers after you win?
No, but in most wrestling games, you can do a finisher steal, which is like, if you're Steve Austin and I'm The Rock, I could have The Rock do a stunner on Steve Austin. Or Austin
Is that a
does
real
rock
wrestling
bottom.
thing?
On occasion, like in a lot of big matches,
Oh, it
you'll see
feels so
like some
dirty.
finisher stealing.
Oh,
yeah, like
man.
somebody will give Cena the attitude adjustment or
Oh
something.
man, that just seems wrong.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a nice fuck you.
It's designed to be, a good dig at your
Yeah.
opponent.
It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it usually works.
Do they
pretty
usually
well.
do it better than the person?
Nah, I
Okay.
wouldn't say that. No.
Oh man, that's rotten.
Yeah.
All right, we have an uneasy partnership coming up. Hey,
Kurt
it's Kurt
Angle.
Angle.
Current Raw general manager.
Oh wait, I thought he was a wrestler.
What's
He
that?
was.
Oh, he was a wrestler. Now he's a manager.
Yeah, well, he's wrestling WrestleMania.
He's wrestling.
Him and Ronda Rousey against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. That's two
Wait,
Olympians.
Stephanie McMahon is wrestling.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's just kind
Wrestling.
of a gimmick.
Okay.
But
I
it's
can't
going to
do
be
the second
her
one,
against
so I-
Ronda Rousey, so I doubt it's going to be like a 20-minute back and forth.
You're facing Lance Pants and Val Venus.
Oh no,
Lance
my
Vance.
partner is Rhino, my
Oh, my
rival.
goodness.
What a twist.
It's like when Vegeta was helping out Gohan and Krillin when they had to fight against the Ginyu Force and Frieza on Namek.
Frieza.
Yeah.
Okay. Frieza. Frieza.
It's Frieza.
Frieza.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Making
know.
this convoluted
I'm watching
now.
it right now.
Yeah.
All right, so the deal we
Frieza.
have here.
Like Forza.
You're pizza.
Ooh, just
No
call
anime
him
talk
Za.
on this show.
I agree.
Just wrestling.
Yeah,
Do
just
they
cool
have
guy
wrestling
stuff.
animes? I feel like they must.
Is it Muscle?
want-
Muscle is a anime, I think.
I want there to
right?
be a wrestling anime in the same style as Yuri on Ice.
Oh, they're definitely wrestling.
What is
animes.
Yuri on Ice?
It's about like men falling in love while ice skating.
Okay. Is it
What?
a movie or is it an ice skating
It's a show. It's an anime.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an anime.
Yes.
About ice skating. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
So in this match, it's a tag team match, and I have to make sure that Rhino gets the win.
Okay, he gets the pin.
Yeah.
He's going over. All right,
Yeah, he's going over tonight.
great.
Who's Lance Storm?
He is a very good technical wrestler from Canada. He's pretty much retired now.
Technically, in this context.
So a technical wrestler is typically someone who does a lot of stuff that kind of resembles like amateur wrestling, like headlocks and takeovers and takedowns and things like that. Submission moves, things like that. Like there's typically like high flyers for the guys that are doing
Okay.
like
I think
lucha,
that's what I would probably do if I were a wrestler.
yeah, like lucha style stuff, lots of flips off the
Yeah.
ropes, diving to the outside. That's kind of like high flying lucha style.
Yeah.
Then you've got brawlers, like Steve Austin. Late in his career, he was so hurt, all he could really do was brawl and punch
like
and
punch.
stuff. Yeah, that's more of a striker. Technical is more guys that like Bret Hart or Lance Storm that just knew a ton of different moves and how to transition from move to move, and lots of like mat-based stuff and submissions. It resembles like actual.
Like a high school wrestler.
I would, yeah.
Like Greco-Roman.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Rhino.
Like Kurt Angle he won a gold medal in the actual Olympics for real wrestling. And
Oh,
he's
wow.
one of the best
Oh, wow.
technical wrestlers in the world. He could also do some high flying stuff too. Kurt Angle's very good.
He was a generational talent.
Oh yeah, picked it up real quick. Considering he didn't grow up watching it or doing it. Yeah.
I'm glad we got brought back the new metal. I was missing that in my life.
Do they keep the monitors going during the matches like that?
The Titantron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the logo and stuff playing?
Like backup. Not really like that anymore. Like there are designs and stuff. And like the whole ramp lights up now. It's all like LED stuff now. And so like during the entrance, they can do stuff like, oh, it's gonna look like a slithering snake
Rhino,
is gonna
tag me
Randy can
back
walk
in.
on the snake all the way to the
You're doing
ring.
a bad job.
Stuff like that.
Rhino's doing a bad
I love
job.
your arm out like, tag me in. Yes, smash him.
All right, there. I did your job for you. Now go beat him up.
So wait, does Rhino have to get it? What was
Rhino has to
what
get the
was
win.
Okay.
That's the important part here.
So you could like nail your finisher, tag him in,
Yes.
let him move in.
Wow. Ouch.
I wanted to see how well he would do, and the answer is not very. Rhino is on the skids here, man.
Vinny asked me a question once when I was showing him some old clip, and it was
Yes.
one of those clips where like every turnbuckle was blurred and a bunch of signs in the crowd were blurred. And Vinny asked me why that was, and I told him it's because there was a lawsuit with the World Wildlife Fund, and so for 10 years on any DVDs or footage or anything, they had to make sure the old WWF logo was blurred out.
I
And
remember when it was WWF.
Yeah,
That's when
they-
I was interested in it as a child.
Jeez.
Right, yeah, they changed in 02.
Oh, that one
and-
dropped to the nuts.
I think that was to my knee, but yes. They do also do that.
Ooh, and Vinny, I remember you just being like, "Oh my God, that'd be such a pain in the ass."
What
Because
a
the
pain in
logo's
the ass.
everywhere.
It is everywhere.
Yeah, and they don't have to do it anymore. Like, and they used to have to bleep it out when somebody said, "I'm going to be World Wrestling Federation champion." They'd have to bleep
wow.
Federation
Yeah.
or the F. Like,
I
They
should have
no
gotten,
longer have to do that.
no, it was like a 10-year.
I should have gotten a job with them at that point. I bet they were hiring a lot of entry-level video people.
because they were getting all the stuff. Well, no, by the time the network came around, the lawsuit thing was over, so they could go back to it. But like,
Maybe
all
they were
those DVD
digitizing
sets?
at the time. Yeah, they were probably like, compiling the DVDs and all that.
Yeah, and like all those WrestleMania
Oh,
DVDs and
blood.
everything had the blur.
Whoa, headbutt.
Whoop.
Whoa, cool move.
Ah.
Oh, ouch.
He literally threw me into my partner. That's just smart strategy.
Close to the rope. Let's get the rope break.
Good.
Don't need it.
So Dan, there's wrestling happening tonight.
Yes, Madison Square Garden, the home of WWF.
Who is on the
WWE.
card?
I think they're going to do a triple threat between Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman and Kane.
Right.
And with what they've been doing with Brock lately, it'll probably be like a 40-second match specifically targeted to make the audience mad.
Okay.
Just so Roman Reigns will get cheered at WrestleMania. We got John Cena, free agent John Cena, coming over and wrestling with his fiancee Nikki Bella against... God, who is he fighting? I forget who he's fighting. Everyone's wrestling. Roman Reigns, The Miz Taraj, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, The New Day.
They usually scale back the kind of acrobatics before WrestleMania to make sure nobody gets hurt.
You will see a lot of the shows, like no one's going to be trying like a big crazy stunt a month before.
Okay.
And it's a shame because like injuries still do happen. Like a couple big stars right now are injured going into Mania. Dean Ambrose, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy.
Samoa Joe, I know him.
Yep, Joe
Real
is-
injuries.
Yes, real injuries. So it's
wrong with
I think Joe is like an arm or a shoulder issue. Same with Dean. I could be wrong. But it's just it's a heartbreaker for these guys to miss Mania because that's the
Okay.
biggest payday of the year. It's the biggest visibility of the year. It really is a shame. WrestleMania is looking quite good this year. I'm
Oh,
very
that's
excited
fun.
to go.
It's looking better. Like,
Yeah.
as they have kind of started to put the card together and, like, actually lock it in. Like,
It's a solid card.
in general, I think they have, like, a lot of the good people wrestling the right people.
Yes,
you know?
totally, and lots of one-on-one matches. I think the smartest thing they could do is put Roman and Lesnar on somewhere in the middle or upper middle of the card, because if they put it on last, the crowd's going to shit all over it like they did Reigns Triple H. So if they end with AJ Nakamura, that
That
could
was
be
just
great.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
Sorry for
no,
interrupting,
dude,
Dan.
Lance, come on, man. I've seen you do better.
Wow, that was embarrassing.
Do better, Lance.
Sorry, keep going, Dan.
Oh no, I was just saying they should end with AJ Nakamura because that'll send the crowd home happy, no matter who wins.
Man, I really want more of that. I just want someone to belly flop into the ring.
All right. Finisher him. I'm going to go get Rhino.
Let
I
him do
don't
his
know how
work.
to pin him. And then I'm going to go beat up the other guy so that he doesn't
Give the other guy your special while you have it. Oh!
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
Wait, why is he twitching? Jesus,
God, you
Alex.
just murdered
Lance Storm.
I can KO him?
You gave him a burning hammer.
I mean, but still.
Did you exit like
I'm exiting
Exit the
this
game?
match. I'm going to go add some stats to my character, but like
you're obviously too powerful?
that's ridiculous. Because one,
You see him
KOs are not
twitching on the
actually part of
ground?
the rule set of this.
He did not look good.
No,
down
he did
there.
not look good. Maybe that was like the ref kind of ended that one. Like, ooh, this move went poorly.
KO.
All right.
Status: TV matches, wrestler.
Well, that's really tedious, but all right, fine.
That
We'll do this
sucks.
again.
Tag matches. Terrible in games.
Maybe I will try a slightly less powerful move
Okay.
next time.
You have to watch the little story again.
That was not how that was supposed to go.
Yeah, it's skippable.
Okay, I got through it. All right, let's try it again.
It was a little brutal.
It's wrestling for you.
Yep.
It's the
Tough
way of
business.
the game.
You were talking about John Cena and his free agency, and I want to say that is one of my more pedantic grievances with wrestling these days.
Damn it! I didn't want you to skip Val Venus' Titantron.
No, we've done it before.
I know. I
We've
want to see it
done
again. Okay, so the free agency thing.
Yes, which basically the idea is that there's the brand split right now. There's a Raw roster and there's a SmackDown roster, and John Cena constantly refers to himself as a free agent because he doesn't actually have a specific roster he's on. He just kind of goes where he wants. That's not what free agency is.
And
That's not
shows
how
up
that
when
works.
he wants.
Yeah.
Like he'll just take like 3 months off to go make a movie.
Free
or
agents
something.
don't just get to go to any team they want to for however long they feel like it, and then
He's a
and then move
contractor.
on. That's not how that works. Well, they're all contractors in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's confusing, but he's John Cena, so I guess he gets to do whatever.
I mean,
he
it's
wants.
wrestling. If I spent too much time worrying about the definitions of things and what people say
Oh,
and
yeah.
do in wrestling, I would never enjoy it under any circumstance.
Yeah, think about why Kurt Angle has the authority to put his bosses in a match against himself at WrestleMania, and why they can't just like fire him or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
Yeah.
But also, I really I just hate it. It just drives me up the wall personally, and I cannot explain exactly why.
I just don't like when they don't even try to explain something, like, you know, the briefcase getting raised at King of the Ring 99, or the anonymous general manager, things like that. That always drives me nuts.
Oh boy.
Let's make this quick. We can.
If you pin him near Rhino or get him down near Rhino, does he have a better shot at making it to him?
I mean, it wasn't the proximity that screwed me that last time. It's
Well,
that I literally
I think
KO'd
you killed him,
without trying. All right. You get in there. You do some work. We'll have a conversation while that's happening. Nope.
If you were to play through this campaign as a lady wrestler, would it be different?
I don't know if you
you can.
Yeah, probably can.
No,
Because I don't think there's enough women wrestlers on the roster in this game to like fill out an entire story mode.
Wow.
No.
Nowadays you could do it. Like there's like what, at least like 25 women between NXT and
Oh, yeah.
main roster. That
Yeah, totally.
You could definitely build out a full thing with that if you wanted
they
to.
had a 30-woman Royal... Well, I guess, like, half
They
of
had
that
some
Royal
guests.
Rumble was,
Yes.
like, returning. Yeah.
Rhino, you're sucking it up again.
Well, they got enough to fill the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal this year.
That's right. The
Yes.
not fabulous Moolah
Yes.
Battle Royale.
Thankfully.
Thankfully.
Cherry Martell. Cherry Martell Battle Royal.
Judy Bagwell.
Yeah. Linda McMahon.
Damn. So what are you most looking forward to at WrestleMania, Dan?
I think the easy answer is AJ Nakamura. The thing I'm most looking forward to is, you know, I've taken Bianca to a bunch of tons of different like indie shows, WWE shows, and everything. But there's something special and different about Mania, and so yeah, just seeing someone's first time at Mania is going to be really
Oh,
exciting.
this is her first one.
First Mania. Yeah.
Not her first wrestling show. I know.
Right, yeah, first
I've been
Mania.
to a wrestling show with Bianca.
Me too.
Right.
Yes, that's right. That was
Oh,
the first
yeah,
one
yeah.
you had been to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's not the first one. The first one I went to was a wrestling show when I was 11.
Okay.
Do you remember where?
Somewhere in DC.
Was it on TV?
Yes, I think so. I remember it was like a big upset because somebody came who wasn't supposed to be there. There's a whole cutscene of him coming, and he had like a luchador mask, and I got a bear that had the luchador mask.
I need to narrow this down.
The luchador mask.
You were 11?
Yeah, it was for my 11th birthday.
What year would this have been?
What's this? 2018, I'm 25.
So, what year would this wrestling have been?
2007? No, there's no way. Hold on.
When
I
were
can't do
when
math.
were you born? What's your birthday? What's your birthday?
1993.
93, so 2000.
2000. What?
Wait, you said,
No.
oh, you're 11, not 7, sorry.
Yeah, 11. So it would be
Yeah,
like
2003.
2004.
Okay, I wasn't watching a ton back then, but I bet I can still figure
Like
this out.
early 2004.
And so it was WWE.
I think it was WWF.
If it was 04, it would have been
Okay.
DVD.
WWE.
Like it was the 90s or when they switched.
Yeah, and if it was on TV, then it couldn't have been WCW or ECW.
Okay.
So it was a WWE show. Do you remember what day of the week it was?
No. Probably a weekend because I was a child and still in school.
And
But you
could've
said it
been-
was your birthday, so was it during your birth
I
month?
don't know if it was on my birthday, but it was sometime in January, around January 24th.
Odds are good that it was a pay-per-view. If it was on the weekend, it was on TV. The guy with the lucha mask? Was
Yeah.
he tiny?
I don't know.
Rey Mysterio ring a bell at all? He had a bear?
Well, it was like I bought a bear from like the store, and it was like dressed like him. And it has a,
Oh, wait, you bought a bear. Oh, I thought you were saying the lucha guy came out with a bear.
Rhino, get back in your corner.
Bless you.
no, I bought a bear.
Like a Rey Mysterio bear?
Can I look up Rey Mysterio?
Hopefully this won't KO him.
I'm thinking this has to be Rey Mysterio. And it was a big thing, like the crowd all freaked out.
Yeah, it was like I feel like he wasn't supposed to be there. I remember sitting with an ambulance.
Wait,
and I
no.
got him in an
I
ambulance.
did it again. All right, I literally can't do this move to him, apparently.
Oh, really? Just knocked
I
him
was
out
trying to do it
immediately?
from behind, and I grappled him wrong.
Maybe. I don't know.
January would have been the Royal Rumble.
Actually, go back, Vinny. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the bear I had. Vinny found it.
Okay.
So
Look
it
up-
was Rey Mysterio?
Look up Rey Mysterio on Wikipedia.
Him
Sorry
in
at
the shirt,
home,
no, but
everyone.
him in
I'm
the other
sorry
one.
we're having to repeat this match multiple times.
Was there a match where there was like 30 people in it, and every couple minutes there was a countdown and somebody came to the ring?
It was a very long time ago.
What am I looking for?
Okay. Click teaming and feuding with Eddie Guerrero. Right below where you're at.
Maybe if I just keep doing weak moves to him and then like taunting. Maybe that'll do it.
Yeah, taunt him. Maybe just let what's-his-face finish him off? What are you waiting for?
Well, what happened before was that like every time I would bring Rhino into the ring, he wasn't doing shit. So I'm just trying to like tag him in after I do a finisher.
Right.
But like the finisher keeps killing him, which is unfortunate.
I mean, there are like 100 shows a year, right?
More than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also we can narrow it down to DC.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
once
DC,
I'm at a computer,
the
I
DC
can
area.
figure this. Okay. Once I'm at a computer, I can figure this out. I'm curious. You remember any other wrestlers that were there?
Nope.
I'm not trying to narrow it down anymore. I'm just wondering what else you saw.
Yeah.
No, I mostly just remember that. I think primarily because we got the bear.
Oh, okay.
I remember being very excited for it. I also got some shirt, but I think it was just a general WWE shirt.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about that today. I've probably seen like 100 WWE shows live. I would
Wow,
think.
that's a lot.
And then all the like indie shows and some WCW shows and everything. It's kind of a lot. This will be my 5th WrestleMania. Been to like 4 or 5 SummerSlams. Never been to Royal Rumble. That's the next thing I want to do.
Royal Rumble? Those seem like fun.
They seem like a lot.
I want to say I went to a Royal Rumble with like the Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts.
Really?
Yeah.
How far did you get into the Boy Scouts, Vinny? Eagle Scouts?
No. I think I just made it to like the first level of Boy Scout, like tenderfoot.
Past Weeblo?
Weeblo, yeah.
Okay, I was Weeblo.
Fritza. What'd you eat? What do you call him?
Fritza.
Fritza.
Yeah.
Why do you add a T to it?
Thank you.
Why do you do that?
That's his name. Have you watched Dragon Ball?
No, you're right. I'm not a Dragon Ball expert, so maybe
Yeah.
I shouldn't weigh in here.
Look,
but
I'm the host of an anime podcast, right?
Yeah, we guys, it's canon.
Yeah.
Also, someone says Thursday Night SmackDown, January 29th, 2004, Washington, D.C. MCI Center. Honestly, that sounds like it's probably
That-
it. I think that's it.
That checks out.
Wow.
Shout out to the
The
internet
detectives.
for figuring out where
were-
you were.
On my 11th birthday.
Yeah.
Should we pull up YouTube clips of that show and see if she remembers it? Because the whole thing would be on the network.
Wow. Afterwards, yes.
Yeah.
Somebody tweet that at me. And only one person.
Where were you sitting?
I don't remember.
Did you have a good view? Were you on the floor?
I don't think I was on the floor, but I enjoyed the view. I could see stuff.
Man,
Alright.
Rhino actually did something.
Not
for
a lot
me.
of signs in front of you?
I mean, I remember being able to see. I don't remember being like, I can't see anything, you know? But I don't remember much else.
Every Mania I've been to is a really tense thing because everyone pays a ton of money for like these good seats
Right.
there. And so people bring signs and shit. And the second someone raises a sign, it's just like everyone behind him just gets fucking furious.
Yeah.
And that's why like
That sucks.
yeah, I always make sure because I've brought my dumb signs and stuff, and I know when to raise them to get them on TV, and so I'll turn around and be like, just so you know, if I raise it up, it'll be brief. I'll just do this thing real quick. So apologies if it's getting to be too much. I always just say like, just hit me, throw something to me, just let me know. I will put it down because otherwise.
Has
people will
anybody
want
ever
to
said
kill
anything?
you. Yeah, like there was a lady when I went to the Dallas one, WrestleMania 32. I brought a couple signs or something, but there was an older mother behind me, and she was pretty short, and so I raised it a couple times, and she talked to me, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I won't raise it anymore.
And you didn't
No,
Oh, that's nice.
turn around and hit her with it?
no.
Oh, with something you would yell.
I wouldn't yell something.
Yeah,
at
you
a nice lady that
suck.
just wants to enjoy her wrestling show.
What?
No.
Okay.
The what thing is a bad thing would
My
happen.
sign paid to be here.
That's right. I bought a seat for my sign.
What is the ref doing to you?
What is it? What is Lance doing? Oh,
Trying to figure
okay.
out how to break up that pin. Also, that definitely would have finished him because he was just laying there forever.
I want to say I went with my brother's friends to his house, my brother's friend's house, and they all chipped in for pay-per-view for the WrestleMania where Hulk slammed Andre the Giant.
WrestleMania 3 from the Pontiac Silverdome.
Yes.
Okay, because everybody was like going nuts
Probably like
there.
88-ish,
Yeah, that would probably be. I was like 10.
87, 88. Yeah.
And it was like, all I remember is everybody going crazy, and there were those blue plastic bowls full of popcorn and chips.
Nice.
Yeah, nut kick.
So Macho Man versus Ricky the Dragon
You're just here for
Steamboat.
the nut kicks, right?
Yes.
That's all
That
you're
what
here
happened?
You
about.
saw that?
Oh, that's the only
Man,
wrestling
probably a
movie I
really
like.
good WrestleMania.
It's a good one.
Oh, jeez.
You saw everyone get taken to the ring in those tiny little carts that looked like tiny rings because it was such a long walk. Andre just like waving and everyone throwing trash at him.
I don't remember that, but that sounds
happened.
awesome.
Focus button.
What
I
is
like
the
you
focus button?
completely not facing them.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like trying to change my character's focus.
If you want to pass the
I don't know.
manual.
Oh, it's over there. Vinny can see it.
I want to make sure I'm focused on the right guy when I'm trying to kick their ass. Yes.
It's always easy to remember what number WrestleMania it is because it's my age. So WrestleMania 34 happens the year I turned 34. WrestleMania 35. Because they stopped putting numbers on it because Vince McMahon thinks it makes it sound old. If you say like, oh, it's WrestleMania 34, it's like, oh, it makes it seem like this old thing. So now it's just like, this is WrestleMania Florida Leaf. And then it's like, oh, WrestleMania Steerhead, WrestleMania YouTube Play
Wait,
Sign.
really? They don't name them anymore? It's just
No, it's just
icons?
WrestleMania, but it'll have a logo. So like this year it's New Orleans, so it's a Florida Leaf. And then
Florida
last
Leaf.
year, last year was a roller coaster because it was the ultimate thrill ride in Orlando.
No, wait, that was. What am I doing? You gotta help me with this because I cannot see.
Looking. Control stick, C stick.
Which one?
It's just the yellow stick.
one.
Well, which
Just move it?
direction?
Probably just move it up, left, down, right.
It
It doesn't specify. It just says control stick.
is it making you pose? What's going on? Or is he...
It's to get him to not focus on like.
No, it looked like you were doing
Hold
a pose.
the
or
control
was it-
stick toward the opponent that you want to
Okay,
change.
got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
When there's more than one in the same direction, the one closer to you is targeted first.
Okay. Also, did you say Florida Leaf?
Yeah, that's the thing. That
It's the New Orleans
Florida,
thing.
Yeah, the Florida.
It's like it's the Saints Row thing.
yeah, the Florida Leaf. Come
Florida
on.
Leaf.
I mean, Fritza has one.
Alex, I'm sure you'd know what a Florida Leaf is if you saw one.
Yeah. You never rolled some sweet Florida Leaf?
What's the
I mean, it's a Florida Leaf, man.
Florida Leaf.
Florida Leaf.
Florida Leaf. We've done this. We've done this
I
bit.
know.
Have we?
We've done this.
I'm
very close
I feel
to
like
you.
I remember this.
I don't know
I'm
if
very
I
close
remember
to you
him
and
saying
very close to
Florida
you.
Leaf, but I feel like
Yeah.
I would.
In my
remember.
head, it's always been Florida Leaf.
No, we've done this bit.
I feel like, yeah.
Rhino, come.
You should see it spelt out, damn.
Rhino, you were
I don't
so
think I've
bad at
seen that.
this. Just
You like this bit? I like this.
It's really good.
I'm the bone cracker.
Man, Rhino sucks.
yes, he does.
Sure, whoever is singing
Here,
this will
let's
be
do-
Oh,
inducted.
wow.
That'll
Cool.
help.
Oh, nice. Sure,
Pin
whatever,
him.
whatever band this
Pin
is will be
him.
in the Hall of Fame in 5 years, I'm sure.
They put bands in the Hall of Fame?
Musicians, we've got Kid Rock. Is he the only musician?
Is he? That can't be
Jim
right.
Johnson's not in. He should be.
I'm sure he will be eventually.
Yeah. Is Kid Rock? Well, the celebrity wing is Bob Barker, Drew Carey, Donald Trump, Snoop Dogg, Kid Rock now, Mr. T,
Rhino, finish him. Rhino, finish him.
Bob
Oh.
Eubanks.
Really?
No, wait, not Bob Bob Euchre. Who's the baseball announcer guy?
Damn it! Almost
Bob
had
Uecker.
it.
Bob Euchre. Bob Euchre's in. Eubanks was the
It's easy, are they?
newlywed game, right? Yeah.
I want to say, was it Bob Eubanks or Gene Eubanks?
Gene Rayburn was
Gene
Match
Rayburn,
Game.
okay.
Yeah, Bob Eubanks was newlywed, I think. I've been watching some Supermarket Sweep lately.
Finish him.
It's on Amazon
Finish him.
Prime. It's still
Oh.
great. People are idiots on that show.
Jesus, Rhino. What are you doing? Here, let me make this easier for you. Rhino just isn't, he's just not a good partner.
Supermarket sweep, do you have to fill the cart with an exact amount, right? Or like
No,
try to
not
get
an exact amount. You want the most amount for the last thing. And so everyone runs to the turkey section because the turkeys are worth a lot. Or they'll run to like the pharmacy section and get a lot of like pills and stuff. But the real trick is you want to go to the like inflatable things. Like there will be like an inflatable Jolly Green Giant or something. And that's worth a bonus thing. You take the sticker off and it's like, oh, that was worth $250. Or you can find like these special little clues that like, oh, something something rhymes with Clorox. And then you go to the Clorox and there's another card.
Clorox.
Yeah.
I would just go to the pharmacy.
Yeah,
Get some
'cause
drugs.
you don't have to take up too much space and it's worth money.
Go get disposable razors.
Yeah. I don't think those were really as big of a thing when Supermarket
No.
Sweep was on
You
originally.
have to wait for the guy to bring the key.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
look for them all. Come on! All I need is 2 of these to win. 2 of these and a thing of minoxidil, and I won.
The only one on Amazon Prime Video is Supermarket Sweep 2000, which I don't remember that being a separate show, but everything just had a 2000 on it back then.
No carts, they're just laser grids.
Yeah.
I feel like if I watched that show now, it would remind me that the Toys R Us sweep thing was
the
a
toy
thing.
run. Yeah,
that would make me sad.
yeah.
Gosh, that was probably the
Rhino.
best thing you could
Come
win
on,
as a
Rhino.
kid.
It was the dream.
It was a
Absolutely.
dream.
Yeah.
The ref.
Yeah, go.
Around me. And see him.
Oh man.
Ring. I can.
Would you rather
Just knock the ref out.
be
Great.
the best wrestler in the entire world, but then your career is over by the time you're 22 because of like bad injuries?
22. Wow.
Yeah, so like you had that reign, but now you're like kind of addled for the rest of your life.
When you say the best wrestler, do you mean most successful? Because there's a big difference.
I don't,
between...
Dan. I don't know what. They're the best.
Well, like, was I
I'm
in
gonna-
WWE?
the
Was I
best.
like on? Was I in WWE?
Yeah,
Was I making a like? Because there are a bunch of really good wrestlers that make it WWE or never make it there.
the best. I
Like
don't- the
you're
best.
like John Cena level.
The
Okay, of success.
The best.
Okay, because John Cena's not the best wrestler in the world, but he's like the most
I
successful
regret
right
this.
now.
Okay, or
Abby, let's just go to the most successful
Or-
wrestler.
All right.
or you are mildly successful. You do fine.
Did it.
Nice,
Nothing
good job.
crazy,
Good job, Rhino.
But you do fine. But like for a very long career.
So I'm like a gold dust or something.
You're like, okay. People kind of know you. It's one of those things where you're like, hey, you know that like Dan wrestler? People are like, what? Show me a picture. It's like, oh, yeah, sure.
So-
okay. It's like you're like barely a blip.
So I can
Like
picture
you're
this.
boring. You're fine.
But you're
like,
always
you're
around?
wrestling. You're doing it. Yeah.
I'd want to, but 22? No one's that big at 22.
That's
You're
the
amazing. You're
rules.
amazing. Yeah.
If you
These
said
are the
30,
rules. I didn't say 30. I said 22. These are the rules.
no, I'm a kid at that point.
I feel like this is similar,
Wow,
Abby,
ouch.
to like, hey, you're on SNL, you're the biggest, brightest star, but you go off and then you have a terrible
Right.
movie career and everything bombs and you're
Chris
done.
Kattan.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Or you're
Although he was also not that great on it.
or you're like a stable roster on SNL for like
You're Keenan.
10, 15 years.
Daryl Hammond. Yeah.
Yeah, but without like ever breaking out.
Without like, oh, now
Yeah.
you have movies.
Yeah,
It's like you're just
you make
on
a career.
SNL.
You make a career out of
Yeah.
it.
Is Tim Meadows, is he too successful to count?
I feel like Tim Meadows was successful as like a consistently good member of SNL.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
Then, but I'm saying afterwards, he had, leading man-wise, he only had the ladies' man.
Yeah.
But then he shows up in like Walk Hard or on Colbert's show.
I feel like Tim Meadows is probably a good, like consistent, like a good thing for that.
I like Tim Meadows a lot.
Yeah. So like, or
Who's
right,
the
you-
Tim Meadows of wrestling?
Goldust?
I could see it. Reliable, long career.
Talented?
Never at the top, but always pretty good.
You can always rely on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Meadows is Goldust.
So which one would you rather do?
You'll have. Like
I want to
a-
be the biggest.
You want
So
to be the
you
biggest.
do the
in
22,
yeah.
you fizzle out, but you have like an amazing
22 is
legacy.
just, the logic of this confuses me.
Dan, this is the rules.
Even Randy Orton was like 24 before he
Oh.
got at the top.
Wait, hold on. Something's happening.
I might be getting called up.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I'm just about ready for the big time, everyone.
Just about ready for the big time.
See, Berserker's only 21. He could still be the top.
He's getting there.
4-man mini tournament. Okay, so it's all singles matches. Thank God. All right, that'll
Good.
make things easier.
Oh, you get to go to Raw or SmackDown. Do you get to pick?
I think you do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I looked up Garrison Cade. I didn't realize that was Lance Cade.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember Lance Cade. I remember
Lance
Garrison.
Cade.
I sort of remember Garrison Cade, but I don't remember. They're the same person?
Yeah, they're the same person. They were around for a while. He was supposed to be like Chris Jericho's protege for a while and
Okay.
feuded with Shawn Michaels.
Why
and
did he
got-
go from Garrison to Lance?
I don't know, but he's dead now.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, he died very young.
Well, it's now officially a wrestling
I mean,
show.
a third of wrestling stories end that way. Yes.
Yeah.
So there you
They're
go.
either dead or are a murderer.
Yes.
Hey,
All right, who's my first
only a
opponent
couple murderers.
That's
here? Oh,
still a
Garrison
lot.
Cade. Speaking of Garrison Cade.
It's a pretty high number for any kind of industry, I think.
Yeah. I can only think of 2 murderers
Okay.
that have made
That we know of.
Abby instantly regrets bringing it up.
Yeah, that
Gotcha.
we know of.
Yeah.
This is the conversation I find myself continually having, is that like if you want to talk about your nostalgia for wrestling and you want to talk about the things that you enjoyed, you are inevitably going to be walking through a minefield of people that range from problematic to
Yeah.
just straight up monstrous.
Doesn't it seem like
Actual
it's all
murderers.
just nostalgic? Like, we were talking about people last week that we discovered, or at least I discovered, was like, wow, they're bad. That person sucks. So it seems
Yeah.
like it's still.
There are still recent people, but I'm saying
Yeah.
it is not nearly as frequent as it is when
No.
we're talking about the old days.
The locker room now is much more together than it's ever
Yes.
been. There are still
Let's-
difficult people, but
I mean, you've told me they've also made a lot of strides to treat concussions,
Huge.
head injuries,
way ahead of the NFL as far as that stuff goes. They jumped on that.
drugs, and like,
They test, and they've got a pretty strict, policy as far as testing. So
seems like maybe some of those old days were a little.
a little.
Oh yeah, right in the nuts.
Yeah. I respect it. I respect how into the nut shots you are. It's good comedy.
It's so funny to me. Oh boy. What are the rules to this match? What do you have to do?
I just have to win.
Oh, okay, easy. Keep hitting them in the nuts.
If there was another objective, I missed it. So hopefully there isn't.
Also, I did watch that video, or it was a GIF that Dan sent a couple GIFs of the guy with the ref putting his goodies back in his shorts.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Yep.
He stayed in character though. He committed to it.
The Kid
He committed
Koloff
to
penis
being
came
in
out during
pain.
a suplex, yeah. And you saw CM Punk's poop.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one.
It was like two little bits. You see the
I
guy
know,
grab
it's like-
one, and then he grabs the
I don't
other
want to
little
see
bit.
any of it. I don't want to see any bits of it.
It's a tiny little turd.
don't
and it's
care.
Very,
I don't know
it's a
I just don't know
wide
where
shot.
he put it. Like, did he keep it in his hand?
Is
or,
acceptably viewable to me.
Threw it out of the ring, I think.
Would you rather,
Oh,
if you
yeah,
were a
that's right.
wrestler,
Sorry.
accidentally poop a little on stage, or have your entire dick and balls fall out?
I would dick and ball.
Wow.
I feel like Dick and Ball, you could get in more actual trouble. Yeah, because it'd be televised. Like poop isn't. You can show poop on TV.
But I feel like poop, like if you
Poop is like a
the-
weird shame thing.
Yeah, or like if you poop the ring, like I feel like that's a little bit more on you for maybe not
Right, yeah.
taking care of some
Holding your shit-
business.
Yeah, if Vince gets mad about sneezing, I can't
Oh,
imagine.
yeah.
Like germaphobe.
Whereas, like,
Yeah.
I feel like when you're flying through the air and somebody else is like grabbing your,
yeah, your
Tunic?
tights and everything. Tunic.
Yeah, it's not your
I
fault.
don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Your
good nut
link.
shots.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really much you could have done, right? Like,
Right.
oh, sorry, he like
I mean, it's
grabbed.
your gear. You probably arranged for the gear.
Dan,
I mean-
you were sorry. When you were talking about wrestling murderers, you forgot one of the most famous stories, which was an actual wrestler getting murdered by another wrestler, which was the Bruiser Brody story.
Oh, getting stabbed.
Wait,
Yeah,
this is real?
Yes,
Oh,
he
boy.
got
Yeah.
stabbed in a locker room in Puerto Rico.
bled out. Yeah, he was a very famous wrestler. Scott Hall killed a guy. It was not murder though.
Well, I mean, people have died in the ring, but or are you talking about outside?
No,
of
I'm
the
talking
ring?
about the guy who shot in the head outside the strip club.
Oh,
Oh,
geez,
well, I mean,
man.
there's also New Jack, who was literally a bounty hunter at one point and had multiple justifiable homicides.
That's the thing. They're like, it's not murder if it's legal.
It's also
Well,
like
it's still kind of murder. It's just that the law won't
All right,
prosecute
there are lots of people that have killed people in wrestling. There are only 2 murderers.
Oh.
Well, no, but there's more than
gosh.
one because again, another wrestler killed Bruiser Brody.
Oh yeah, he did murder Bruiser Brody, but that wasn't a WWE guy.
Right.
I'm sure once you open up to the indies, I'm sure there's murderers aplenty,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah, no,
around the
because, well,
world.
once you
I'm
make it
saying
to the big time, you stop your murder in
WWE
ways.
only 2 murderers.
Wow.
it's all sound like bad country songs. Bruiser Brody.
The big dude.
What?
Here's the
He's
kid's
a big
giving
dude.
me a run
Oh,
for my
big
money
dude.
here in a way that I was not expecting.
What's your stipulations for this match?
Just a win,
Oh,
which right now he's not letting me have that.
Wow.
Is this finisher a suplex? Bummer. Break. Thank God for the ropes.
Ooh.
Oh no. Do not KO me with a suplex. That is not happening.
Oh no.
All right.
The Garrison
Getting
Cade.
harder.
Yeah, it is getting a little harder. That's fine though.
can you get any more stat upgrades?
I probably can after this match. It didn't look like I got many points after the last one, but if I lose again, then I will just go add some points.
Dan, would you say wrestlers these days are better actors?
That's that's a tough one because the stuff in WWE at least that they have to say is written, like the dialogue that is written for them is fucking terrible. But when the guys that have been around for long enough to kind of have freedom on the mic, like a John Cena, or back in the day like a CM Punk, much better because they get to sound more like human beings instead of the old like let me tell you something, brother. Like
Oh right.
What did Roddy?
Piper was incredible.
What did he say? Wrestling is explosion, acting is implosion.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I
what
believe that.
You got to play to the cheap seats.
Yeah, I
You
guess
see
so.
it, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
So he's talking about how his career didn't take off after They Live.
Oh, yeah.
They hated it.
Oh.
Piper.
He was great.
Right, acting is hard.
Yeah, you will see some of the worst acting you've ever seen in your life if you watch Raw. Like, it's just these people that have to fucking read these lines that are so fucking bad. Like, Vince is...
Oh, someone just mentioned Dino Bravo, which is one of the more...
He got murdered by the Canadian mob.
Yes, which is a thing I didn't know exists prior to that story.
Oh, the Canadian mob? Yeah, he was selling bootleg cigarettes, and he was watching TV, and the fucking Canadian mob rolls up and just shoots him up.
Yep. It was like a straight-up mob hit.
Yeah.
While he was in the on the roster?
I think he was still technically on the roster
It's
when
like
it
early
happened.
90s. I mean, he would have been... If he was still going, he would have been very much in the end of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got killed.
It's for my SmackDown shot, man. Not going down without a fight. Neither is he, apparently. Garrison
No.
Cade really wants this.
Is there stuff under the ring you can take out? And
Yeah, I might have to try that. I don't know if this is a no DQ match, but
yeah, time to get nasty. Nope. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, that would have been...
Owie.
that would have hurt.
Pull something from under the ring.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it moves,
Not sure
the
what
apron.
does that.
Oh,
There it is.
wow, good on them.
I hope I don't get DQ'd for this. Yeah, thanks, Benny.
Worth it.
Oh, that was fun.
So we'll try again.
Just immediately.
Grab a chair.
Look,
Just Dairy
I did
Queen.
it for you. We're not doing that again.
That was good. I liked it. Just keep doing it. That's what the fans want to see. Does that happen in a real
What's that?
like can you
They
get
disqualified
disqualified for
Oh,
taking
yeah.
a chair out?
Yes.
How can people do it then?
Well, there's
they
no
only do it in
DQ
certain types
matches.
of
There's
matches.
falls count anywhere
Oh,
matches.
okay.
Behind the
there's-
ref's back.
there's,
I see.
Street
Oh,
fights. Yeah. If the ref gets knocked out, you can.
Do you think you could pull that off in this game if you like take the ref out and we're able to get outside?
I
and
bet
go?
this game is not programmed in such a way
Yeah.
that
It's like
that-
visual line of sight of the ref.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
probably not in here. No.
Has Dairy Queen ever sponsored like a DQ match? Like a
No.
That's funny, but no, I don't think they have.
Okay.
I love Dairy Queen.
It's great. Blizzards are fantastic. Snickers is the sponsor of WrestleMania this year.
Gosh, a Dairy Queen DQ match where you have to just throw Blizzard, like smash Dairy Queen Blizzards on people.
Vinny, that sounds
So they're-
ridiculous.
They're
Also,
covered in
if
ice
you
cream.
flip a
Okay, sorry.
Blizzard,
There's a
it
giant
can't
ladder and a Dairy Queen Blizzard's hanging from a
sports.
rope.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
giant cage that is just
Okay.
ice cream pouring down the sides.
Now it works.
Okay.
Well, have you heard of the Kennel from Hell match?
Kennel from Hell.
The Kennel from Hell match was they had a standard steel cage around the ring and then a Hell in a Cell on top of that. And in between the two cages were a bunch of Rottweilers that were supposed to be scary. Like, oh,
So
if you escape
mean.
the cage, then the dogs are going to eat you.
Were they just sleeping?
Oh, I
They
bet
just
they're
peed
cute
everywhere.
little
The
doggies.
dogs just fought each other and peed the whole time.
I mean, do people regulate that stuff? If they come in there like, hey, I don't know if you've heard, but I got a thing with animals not being harmed during things.
I mean, they had guys with matching shirts holding the leashes. That counts, right?
Yeah, okay. Do they have little pins on? Like
Probably,
There's a
I don't know.
Naruto pin or something.
Probably got a
That's-
business card
okay.
somewhere. Yeah.
You just lock these Rottweilers in a 1 foot wide tunnel around this ring.
Sure, whenever Vince could get around having to do something correctly or legally, he probably did it his way.
Did you just sneeze?
Yay!
Fun story. I forgot. I wanted to mention at the top, but I'll mention it now. The writer of this game wrote in to the
Oh,
BC.
yeah.
Yes. That was nice.
Apparently, he wrote several of the WWE game story modes in conjunction with the writers of WWE.
Including the sequel of Day of Reckoning 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes. So he was like, yes, no, I was very excited to see you taking on my work.
yeah. Yep. He had to, show the scripts to the creative team, and they had to give him the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Cool.
I actually think the writing in this seems just fine.
It is.
Like in terms of like what I have seen of wrestling, this seems like
some other games get way more ridiculous with some of the storylines.
Matt Hardy!
Oh my God!
what happened to the DQ?
Well, the match is over. Also, that chair
Yeah.
just broke
Wow.
right over my
Yeah.
skull.
Good thing
dead.
this mic came out of the chair.
I guess this is. Wait, so Matt Hardy can't get on Raw and SmackDown? That's rough.
Well, he's not broken yet.
Oh boy.
All right. Oh, right.
difference-
That's right. I forgot that we had to break his leg earlier in this story mode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Wait, so he is version 1.0?
Yeah. Matt Hardy's had a few different gimmicks. He's woken now. He used to be broken.
1.0 is back online.
Wait, so is he really like a cyborg or something?
No, he was just supposed to be like, his gimmick was like, I don't know, I have an AOL account. Like, I don't know, like his Titan Trail would be like a browser and stuff, and he'd type in like version 1.0.
Senseless.
And his music would start, and yeah, he did that a lot.
What'd he do?
The
Version 1.0.
shocker.
Version
The
1.0.
shocker.
He did the shocker. No,
Wait.
it is totally the shocker.
Is that
The
a-
shocker.
Version 1.0.
Is that
I
a
love
V
the
and a
internet.
1?
It's the
Yeah, it's
shocker.
version point 1.
No.
Version
Vinny,
0.1.
that's not what it is.
Yeah, thanks. It makes sense there.
All right. Well, so in order to beat Matt Hardy, let's bump our stats a little bit here.
All right.
Profile. All right. Let's.
It's amazing throughout the history of wrestling. There are only so many things you can do with your hands
I know.
and 10 fingers, and the amount of. Let me see how many I can go through. You got Cena's, can't see me.
Yeah.
You got Austin with this.
Oh, well,
The
that's it.
Rock didn't really have. Well, The Rock had that. That's more of
Yes.
a thing. Triple H is more like this stuff doesn't count. You know.
Yeah, that's just
oh.
raising your hand. It's whatever.
Shinsuke Nakamura has a lot of that.
Yes.
Version 1.0.
Macho Man
crotch
is
chops.
the-
Yes.
Macho Man's like, ooh, yeah, that.
And then just the straight up, like, right? Like
He would hold it up like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
before
Like
the
a sun
elbow.
praise or whatever.
Hogan had the
Hogan would do this
Oh, yeah.
and
He also
this.
had his, like, rip 'em.
and this. Well, that's Rip. That's not Hulk. That's a different person.
I love the shocker.
That's version 1.0. I
love to
Cena,
shock.
Cena does the kind of like that thing.
Oh, okay. Like everything's okay.
Cena also has that. Cena's got 2.
I think I would do the crotch chop and then also the shocker. Those would be mine.
Randy Orton's got that.
Or I'd do like a wet willy.
Oh, that's good.
Just
Yes.
wait, didn't the guy with the 2x4
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have a thumbs up too? Yeah.
Yeah, but he would also do like a weird face. So it was always like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I love Hacksaw Jim
No
Duggan.
study.
One of the fewer like pure human beings
Yeah.
of just pure silliness in wrestling.
Rob Van Dam. DiBiase didn't really have $1 million man. He just kind of grabbed his collar and was like, bah!
Oh, look at this. This is the intro.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Then he had this.
It's called being
There, you see
really
it?
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that crotch chopping or?
No, in his picture, he's doing the shocker.
He has
It's
never
the
lost-
shocker.
Wait, Matt has never lost his credit card? What?
Yeah, so you would get these little factoids with his intro.
Wait,
like,
what?
that's-
Are these
that's
real?
part of his
Toilet
gimmick.
seat
I
covers.
completely
Okay.
forgot about that part.
Wait, like he hates mustard.
In
Yeah.
WWE
Wow, he's
Mattitude?
right
This
about mustard.
actually
Mustard's
wrestling
gross.
is
This
great.
is
Yes,
actually
thank
great.
you.
This
Okay.
is, like, I genuinely
I'm
love
sad I missed this. This seems like people having fun.
And it would be like buffering, like purposefully, like going slow.
Oh, really?
It's like
Yeah.
real
Oh my
media.
God.
Yeah.
This is a shame. This seems like the best thing wrestling's ever done.
You should see what Matt Hardy's doing
not
now.
wrong.
You should go to WWEMattitude.com and see what's
I
there.
bet they still own it. I bet that redirects to WWE.com.
Matt never irons his clothes.
Just like, who's writing? I hope he was, because they're funny.
Yeah, they're good.
He's a pretty clever guy. He comes up with some interesting
WWE
ideas.
Mattitude?
Yeah. TTITU. I bet that goes right to WWE.com.
Yeah.
Yep, sure does.
It's just a redirect.
What other big ones am I
That's
missing?
funny. For the hand stuff?
Yeah.
Anybody ever do, let's see, anybody ever do something like this?
Well, like you see a lot of this with Samoan wrestlers.
Yeah,
That's
but
the thing like
no
Jimmy.
middle finger up.
No, Jimmy Snuka would do this. Samoa Joe does
I love
this.
you. That's what that means. I love
Yeah,
you.
Jimmy Snuka would do this before he jumped off the cage.
I love you.
I'm gonna jump off this cage on top of you.
I mean,
That's
there's
how
a whole
he showed love.
X, right?
Well, DX did that, and
Yeah.
also the crotch chop.
Crotch chop's a classic.
Which most people cross the arms for the crotch chop, but Shawn Michaels and sometimes X-Pac would just do some of this.
Yeah, that's a good too.
God. Razor Ramon did one of these things. Bret Hart did a thing like this.
Hey.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
baby.
Bret Hart. Yeah.
$1 Million Man have a.
He
have a
really
sign?
just kind of like grabbed his
Yeah.
collar and cackled.
What would your thing?
Oh, the fucking Too Sweet.
Oh.
Too Sweet,
of course.
obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
How could we forget
Yeah,
the
Too Sweet, of course.
Okay, souffle me.
That's kind of that's a version 1.0. No, that's not. No.
Mecha Mummy says Matt Hardy did indeed write all his own blurbs for the Matt Facts.
Great.
Fun.
That's awesome.
That's funny. I like that a lot.
I just like that it was buffering. Because I was legitimately like, why is it running so poorly?
I mean, it is a GameCube game.
Yeah. Still.
Sting never really had one.
His was this.
He would do the hand
Oh, the
pull out.
woo!
Yeah,
yeah. And when he was in the wolf pack, he occasionally would do the
Souffle
too
me.
sweet. That's not right.
Play me.
That's not right.
Anybody just do like finger guns?
Cactus Jack, right? Foley,
yes.
bang bang.
that's a
yeah,
fun
yeah.
one.
Cactus
Okay,
Jack was a
good
finger
one.
gun guy.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
if
that.
I were a wrestler, I'd be like, hello?
Oh, the phone call.
Zack
Hello?
Ryder. Zack Ryder
Are
would
you
do
ready
that.
to get your ass kicked?
Zack Ryder would do that before he like dropped an elbow. He'd be like, "Call me," and then he would.
Yeah. Everything's taken.
Wait, did we forget Four Horsemen?
Oh, fucking
Did we actually
Jesus
forget the Four
Christ!
Horsemen?
Yeah, how do you forget that?
What's wrong with this?
Wow.
Did Brutus the Barber do like?
He just had giant
Shears
novelty
or-
scissors.
okay.
Brutus
Yeah.
Barber, he sucks.
Yeah, Bruce the Barber Beefcake was never good under any of the 17 gimmicks he had over the years.
He was just friends with Hogan, so he was around forever.
Like personal friends?
Oh yeah, like weightlifting
Yeah, like best
buddies in
friends.
Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
dancing.
Stone Cold have a thing? Oh, just
Yeah.
middle finger. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
And also,
C- did-
like, the hell
Did
yeah.
CM Punk have a thing?
Punk would do this before he did go to sleep.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, really? Like
His
time to go
finisher
to
was
sleep?
called "Go to Sleep" because his knee right in the fucking face.
Nice.
So he does this.
Oh, that's cute.
Roman Reigns cocks his fist.
Ooh, I would do a fun move right before I kick someone in the nuts.
Goldust kind of had that. He would go, and he would do Shattered
Oh.
Dreams, which is you kicking the nuts. That's a DQ. if the
Anybody
ref
ever
sees
do
it.
like I'm a little teapot?
No.
Like,
Can't say that. Can't say I've seen that. No.
That's a fun one.
I would do that. Yeah.
Can't say I've seen that one.
Like, I guess my move would be like the teapot.
The teapot.
Yeah.
Finish this.
Teapot. Or it'd be the V pot.
Let's go to the
Oh,
main
the
roster.
V-pot. The
Yeah,
V-pot.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little V-pot. That's your gimmick.
Ooh, man.
And spin in a circle.
Good butt hit.
I'd knock you all out. I'd spin you around, knock you all out, right?
Yeah.
And then like your days, be days.
Damn it.
And I'd be like, boop. And you- oh!
Well, that's kind of like Santino's Cobra. So that's kind of
No,
taken.
I'm doing a teapot.
I mean, he would do that.
Yeah, but that'd be. And I'd go. Woo.
All right, make it your
I
own.
like
and
it.
We can
The
talk.
whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be stealing Santino's gimmick.
Oh no, it's the V pot. He's down.
him.
Maybe you could also do the mist thing like it's steam.
Oh.
All right.
Nice job, Alex.
I did it. I'm going to the main roster.
Awesome. Raw or SmackDown?
Oh, that's a good question.
This
Where
is
should we go?
this is like 0304. You might want to go SmackDown.
Yeah.
Poor ref.
Well, if they even give us the choice, it might not even be a real choice.
That's true.
Did we not get to see Matt Hardy's fun facts anymore?
No.
Can we just get a game that just runs through all of them?
No, he's gone now. We can never see him again.
We get to see version 2.0?
Oh, DDP.
Oh,
yes.
I
Diamond Cutter.
didn't see that
Diamond
one.
Cutter.
Yeah. He won a lawsuit against Jay-Z for that.
What year was that?
DDP, interestingly enough, did not start training to be a wrestler until he was 35.
Well, what years?
He was around
Early
he
90s
was
is when he
popular.
got started.
97, 98 is probably like
Okay.
the heyday of DDP.
when I was like when I was working at a school and the kids, that's all I remember, would just do this constantly.
yeah.
That and the crotch chop thing.
Yes, that's what I remember from junior high was when DX was huge. And so we'd be playing like kickball, and every time somebody got a good kick or something, be like, suck it!
But that must have been
Dumbest
like it was when during summers from college I was working at the school, so it would be like 90s, late 90s.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh boy.
Oh, they seem like they're actually going to give me a choice.
Decisions.
Whew. Oh, right. I forgot about very constipated Vince McMahon.
Months
Hey,
ago.
Shut up, prime time. He's got the weird like interior mouth thing too.
Oh yeah. At least he
Yeah,
has
Ukes
teeth.
doesn't do mouths
No.
well.
It's also like the teeth only show up sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things haven't changed too much. All right. Got a contract.
Oh, he
just
hasn't. You've been
watched
Have I
out
been wrestling without a contract this whole time?
That seems dangerous.
It's terrible.
Well, awesome. You really kind of look like Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't meant to be an exact likeness of the Berserker. It's more just costuming.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll probably work out on this show. Really enthusiastic about my career here.
Thanks, Vince.
Why don't you tell me? Oh,
right.
SmackDown sounds cooler, but
Ooh.
Raw is more popular, right?
Ooh, was this the Fist SmackDown era? We have the fist set.
It is 2004.
What's
might
the
have
difference?
The stage on SmackDown during a certain era had a giant like metal fist breaking through the screen.
Cool.
It was real cool.
That sounds cool.
I would lean towards SmackDown this period because that's Heyman's show. That's around the time like Edge and Angle and a bunch of good guys were.
Yeah, SmackDown.
I'd go SmackDown.
Is it Monday Night Raw?
Monday Night Raw,
Okay.
Thursday Night SmackDown.
Oh, Thursday night.
I think Raw at the time, as evidenced from the cover, was full on like Evolution, Triple H, Reign of Terror, lots of Hunter and Batista. I think you want to go SmackDown.
I've made my choice.
I think I'd like to join Smack. Wait, is it intercap like that? I thought it was all caps.
It was
It's
intercapped.
camel case.
It's always been
Okay.
intercapped.
Well then, great.
Oh, great.
That's how contracts work.
Oh no.
Big
This
show.
is going to be weirdly hard, isn't it? I mean,
Wait.
if they're bringing Big Show out, like,
This
he's going to be hard. I can feel it.
We'll see.
loading. The whole font treatment of this thing still just looks like some kind of Dianetics. Like
It does.
Just needs a volcano
Yeah.
behind it.
Well, once I reach, OT level 3 clear, I
Yeah.
can go to SmackDown.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Just
We'll
one
take
more.
you out on the boat. We're going to give you the manila folder.
one more thing.
I'm going to pee, and on my way back, I'm going to see if any of those Third Thursday beers are in there. Would anybody like one if there are?
Sure.
No thanks.
Yeah, or
Great, I'll take
cider
one.
preferably. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure then. Actually, if
Cider?
No, I'll take a beer.
Okay, beer. Only one cider?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a beer. If
By the time you're back, Big Show might have made it to the ring.
Great.
Oh, he was on the back of the box, but I thought it was Andre the Giant. I do like when they wear the old-timey wrestling.
The old
Sing-
singlets. Yeah.
Is it a singlet if it has two?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it's still kind of.
Okay. It's basically those like big
It's a one
handlebar
thing.
unitard.
Yeah.
Like basically those like.
Well, no, this is just a leotard. A unitard would be
Is
full
that
body.
full body. It's basically those old timey weightlifter curly
Yeah,
mustache.
exactly. Which
Apparently
I
this,
like. Like
this
an
match
old-
is actually impossible to win. Like, you're supposed to lose.
Oh,
okay.
then
That's
do
fine
it,
with
Alex.
Good to know,
I'm gonna
so we're not
lose
like
strong.
resetting it.
Do it. Did he get his own like custom song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, most wrestlers get their own custom music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Though these days they've started using a lot of like license-free music that they've also like turned to certain producers just to keep churning stuff out. But a lot of it's kind of samey. Like, it's not real, like, wrestler specific. Like the name being mentioned in the, the song or whatever. It's something that sounds vaguely like the aesthetic of the wrestler.
You're gonna lose your contract.
I don't think that would be really unfair. But then again, it's wrestling, so
Oh boy.
I picked that boy up. That big man.
Ooh,
Oh,
man.
boy,
Wow,
he's
he's very
strong.
strong.
Him strong.
Was the Big Show? What happened to the Big Show?
I don't know if he's still under contract or not. He went off the air for, I don't know, like 6 months or something, and I don't know if he was injured or was just taking time off because he's old now. But it sounds like he's not retired yet. But he's definitely one of those dudes that they only bring out for like special stuff now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, his special.
Does he lift you up by like your face? Is that
He's a
his thing?
choke slam.
Okay.
Like, he'll grab you by the throat, lift you up, and
Well,
then just
one
slam
hand?
you down with one hand.
People-
Well, I mean, he kind of lifts you from like behind the
okay.
back, but
All right,
Kinda-
it's just holding you up there.
yeah, it's
when the
kind
blood
of
rushed to your head.
kind of just stunting on me here.
Is he really that big?
He is legitimately like 7 feet tall, I think.
Oh, wow.
Oh God.
Oh, man. Threw you into the ref.
I'm glad that I know I can't win this match.
Oh, boy. Wow, look at that. That's a fun move.
He's still just punching me in the face. Over. Oh God, please make it stop. Oh Jesus Christ.
I want to see another cool special.
He's just reversing everything.
Just get a little breather while you're there. Just take it easy. Just relax a little bit.
Yeah, I imagine if we
Thank
see
you.
Big Show back again, it'll be for like a one-off
yeah.
like retirement
Thank
match
you.
thing
I'm
or
good
something. We'll probably not be getting a whole lot more of him. Show. Yeah. Did he actually retire? Okay.
Not officially,
Okay.
Yeah, Show is not retired, but I think like his time as a full-time regular part of the roster.
probably
he's
it.
sitting on
Abby
that.
would have loved this.
Yeah.
That's a
that she
shame.
missed that.
Just sit on him.
So that match is impossible to win, like on purpose.
Oh, it's like a Sephiroth thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are these Thursday night beers?
Yes.
That's cool. I don't think I've ever had the beers here on Thursday.
I extremely rarely do. A night like tonight, though, where it's Friday and I'm going straight to Madison Square Garden, gonna get started a little early here.
Big
What is
Show is
on?
the Sephiroth of wrestling. You're right. That's
Yeah,
totally.
100%. Yeah,
What is this thing?
it's a Guinness beer.
Who's on there?
It's just like lemur drinking a beer. It's a fun design.
Little varmint.
Little varmint. Those kill us in Stage 4 Contra all the time.
Uh-huh. Got jumped at that. Higher one. Uh-oh. Oh, no, Dan.
More dudes. Oh no!
You didn't shake
Oh,
these up,
no.
did you?
No, mine is the exact same level. It bubbled up
Guys.
like two things.
I'm getting run in.
Oh,
on.
God, Booker T and Lance Cade.
Garrison
Wait,
Cade.
why is the Undertaker's music playing? Why is the Undertaker's music playing?
That, I don't really know exactly. Is it because you're dead?
Maybe you're becoming the Undertaker.
None of these guys are the Undertaker. There was that time Undertaker took the motorcycles out to the desert and left Big Show there with no gas.
That's a shame.
Yeah. What?
This doesn't feel like the right music for this.
No, why is this playing? Unless Taker runs in, but even then they really
maybe
telegraph
he comes in to save you.
But why would they be telegraphing it way too much?
Well, it's like a lot of text. Just imagine it's
I
like he
guess.
said this really quickly.
Straight from the man, the Undertaker. You know,
Fucking
the
faction is
Undertaker's
this?
notable posse.
Yeah, that's ministry here. Oh, Charlie Haas. Okay. Sorry, it's Charlie Haas. Oh, you're coming to his yard. Oh, is this Biker Taker?
Oh, it might be.
It's going to be a premonition of...
2004? Yeah, this might be keep rolling Taker.
Alex, it's all I want for WrestleMania to be
Here's one
fucking
last
Mark
Biker Taker.
Calloway riding a bike down to the ring and beating the hell out of John Cena with some soup bones.
All right.
Oh, man. Kid Rock playing him to the ring. That sounds fucking awesome.
Mid-card jobber.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
All
think I
right.
want to do that. That's what I want to be. I want to be the Barry Horowitz of this game.
Do they say
Oh,
that?
he was never mid-card. Remember when he would have the jacket with the giant handprint
Yes!
on the back? It's a good
It's a
touch.
stroke of genius.
Yeah, he was great. Oh, Biker Taker at Mania sounds amazing. Because then they can still say Roman retired the Phenom. Roman retired the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Nice.
Finally!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Finally.
Ah!
You know, the legend.
Oh, and Greg Valentine.
Boy, this is a real motley crew.
Beefcake might be the wrestling character I hate the most. He was
because
never good at anything.
I agree with you because, again, he tried so many different things over the year, and they all sucked.
The Disciple,
Zodiac.
Wait.
yeah.
Beefcake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beefcake was multiple different characters
wow.
over the years,
Yeah.
and he sucked at all of them.
And he just followed Hogan around because they were best friends. And oh god, he sucks so bad. Because there were boring guys. Like I always thought Greg Valentine was boring, but he wasn't like offensive.
Was that
Whereas
Hammer?
like Beefcake's like, oh, what the hell is this? Greg the Hammer, yeah.
Yeah, Barry the Hammer Valentine is like not a super like memorable wrestler, but like he was fine, and also I always enjoyed the fact that his skull looked like an enormous ham hock.
Yes.
Like he was just a big lump of
he-
skull
Yes.
meat.
Did he
Yes.
have the heart glasses? No, wait. You have heart glasses and tassels a lot? Is that...
Are you thinking of Shawn Michaels?
Maybe I'm thinking of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
The Heartbreak Kid?
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah,
that.
Greg
Yeah.
Valentine like was mostly a singles wrestler, and then briefly was like a tag partner of the Honky Tonk Man.
Rhythm and Blues.
Rhythm and Blues.
He
with
dyed
the
his hair
short-lived-
black.
Yeah, the short-lived tag team.
Yep.
Your beer tastes a little flat.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It works.
Hey, it's the
The
Undertaker.
fist! The fist!
Oh, that's the fist?
Yeah.
That's the fist.
Oh, the new ministry.
Oh,
Charlie Haas. I guess he's the Midian of the
Al
group.
Jorgensen in it.
Undertaker's cool.
Yeah, people really don't respect The Undertaker enough.
It's true.
Um,
See, they got his face right. Like they definitely put the detail work on Undertaker.
Taker
here.
was always the one they seem to have the most detail
does he
on.
ever
yeah.
really have that tattoo on his neck?
Sarah, yeah, totally. That was
Not
his,
anymore.
his second wife, yeah. Well, yeah, now it's all something
It's-
else. Yeah.
Oh,
He got rid of that tattoo
Oh,
after
yeah.
he got divorced.
But the Biker Taker years, that was when he had the Sarah thing.
Is there like a lot of stories of this divorce? Not that I want to sensationalize someone's pain, but
No,
the way y'all said it.
I think he's on his third marriage now. It's with Michelle McCool, a former diva. That seems like it's going well.
Wow, that fist is cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the Berserker. I just wanted to come out and say that I would like to rest in peace as your first victim. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my story direction. That's what I'm sticking to.
You have
Abby,
to beat him or no?
you missed
Not yet.
you missed when Alex got pinned by the big guy, Big Show.
Big Show.
He just sat
on my
him.
chest.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
really liked
fun.
it.
I'm sad I missed it.
That fist, we could see that fist in person if we hopped on a train at Grand Central Station and took it to Connecticut in like an hour. It's sitting in a warehouse still.
You want to see a fist in person? I can show you a fist in person. I can get you a fist.
The
Like, I
fist.
can make that happen.
the most important fist?
Will you pledge your allegiance to the new ministry now and forever, or have you decided that you've grown tired of breathing?
I have.
Ooh, fun.
Uh
They're not really little. I mean, Big Show was one of them.
huh. Are these all air quotes he's supposed to be doing?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to Raw.
The Undertaker's not stalking me there.
Since you're the dead man, and the dead man wants to know if I want to be buried or not, let me tell you that my answer is...
Fist.
My answer is Eddie Guerrero.
Yes. Latino Heat.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Shoes.
I'm confused. Is that a yes or a no? It's... How many microphones do we have?
That's a person. That's not an answer.
That's...
And Eddie.
Vince, any help on this one? Oh boy. But I can't help overhearing a little. What is his gimmick? Wait, wasn't he a mask?
He was Latino Heat.
He lied, cheated, and stealed.
Eddie was
Sold.
only masked, I think. I don't know if I can't remember if he did when he
early on.
in Japan he was Black Tiger. And he had
Yeah.
a mask then.
I want to
thought
say
he-
maybe a couple ECW matches before he got on.
Maybe, but I almost exclusively saw him without a mask.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You might be thinking of Rey Mysterio. He had a bit in WCW when he was
I
unmasked.
definitely know Rey Mysterio. I thought he was. I saw him with a mask. But
Eddie-
I definitely wouldn't have seen him outside of WWE.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen any Black Tiger matches, I don't
No,
think.
no. Yeah, because the whole time he was fighting like Malenko and stuff on ECW, he had no mask.
How tall is your Berserker guy?
Tall.
Because Undertaker's like.
Taker's about
mean-
6'10" and a
I mean,
half.
there's about 6 inches of hat there, to be fair. Plus the 2 inches that it's raised off the head.
I think Taker's probably shrunk a few inches lately since he's.
Holmes. Did Eddie
body's
Guerrero
breaking.
say Holmes a lot?
Yeah. Yeah. And essay.
What does SA mean?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
And he had a bouncy car that he drove to the ring.
Like, a lot of
Car?
hydraulics
Thing.
make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He was.
It was a really
Eddie
nice
was the
looking car,
fucking
too.
best.
Oh, that is cool.
One of the all-time greatest.
Oh boy.
The Undertaker.
Wow, you're really getting it.
Halloween reject.
Oh,
Good lord, he's
man.
standing right there, man.
That really hurts.
Dude, I love it.
That really hurts.
This would have been newly returned to Phenom Undertaker.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he had the just kind of plain black attire and the hair was growing out again.
That's a shame. We should partner with The Undertaker. He's cool.
Undertaker's awesome.
Yeah, his career's going to probably just hit your wagon to that. Oh,
Oh,
didn't
man.
get a choice.
Oh, shit.
Soup
Oh,
bones.
boy.
I like how I'm just standing there like, they're punching.
Kurt Angle.
Sweet khaki blazer.
it's pretty sweet.
Just stops punching Eddie for a second to look at
Hey,
him.
everybody.
Oh, sorry, guys, the boss is here. Shit.
Why was Kurt Angle GM? Was he hurt or something?
He
I
might
wasn't
have
really
been.
watching back then.
Yeah, that might have been like first neck injury time for him.
Well, first wrestling.
First,
neck,
yeah.
Well, pro wrestling neck injury.
Yeah.
He's broke his neck like 4 times.
Oh.
Yeah. He won the gold medal in the Olympics with a broken neck.
Yep.
What?
He's
He
a
has
crazy
a
person.
very thick bone structure.
Yeah. And he will just fight through any pain. He's a crazy
How,
person.
though? How?
Good question.
Well, if you don't break your spine, you can break like a vertebrae without breaking your spine.
Yeah, it could just be like a small fracture or something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying he
Wow.
should have
Hey,
done it.
Abby, you've seen professionals work through broken bones.
This is true. This is true.
Whose music is this?
This is
Kurt
Kurt
Angle's.
Angle's.
Oh, yeah, this is
Well,
music?
technically it was first the Patriots.
That's
And
right.
then they repurposed it for Kurt Angle.
But nobody even remembers that the Patriot was in the WWF at any
That's true.
point.
He main
so-
evented the pay-per-view against Bret Hart.
I know, and no one.
No.
Name the show.
It was an In Your House.
Exactly. There you go.
1996. June. I wouldn't beware of dog, was it? No.
Stable, nurturing environment for this weird Viking man.
Young talent. Looks like he's 45.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah.
Yes, the kayfabe explanation was that Big Show chokeslammed him off a balcony at this point. The real reason was, yes, he had one of his neck injuries. during this
Gotcha.
time.
Okay. Charlie Haas.
You do you think happens at WWE? I'm sure this is talked about a lot, but after Vince McMahon retires or passes away,
He will die. He's not going to stop working. It will change dramatically,
You think?
and there will be massive changes overnight. I think there will be. I mean, they'll let kind of the mourning period end. I think so, maybe not literally overnight, but there are certain high-level people in the company that are very much Vince guys that the new guard coming in will get rid of very quickly. Very important, like production people and things like that are very much disliked by employees.
do you think the fans will notice right away?
The product will change dramatically within a year. Yeah. And that's going to be one of the most surreal Raws.
I mean, because he's like, what, 65, 70?
Vince is over 70.
Over 70? And
Yeah.
like he's
72.
I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like he's got some miles on that 70.
His age has caught up to him in a crazy way in the last like 4 or 5 years. It's really happened quickly. Yeah, it's going to be totally different because Triple H runs.
Wow.
Triple H.
No, there should have been pyro there, but it's Charlie
Yeah.
Haas, so he doesn't
yeah,
get
I
it.
know. So Triple H runs a few of the shows right now, like NXT, kind of the developmental thing, 205 Live, which is a cruiserweight show, and the stuff that Triple H runs is really good, and he runs it very differently than Vince.
Yes.
And in a way that the fans like a lot.
Oh, so you're not saying like it'll be necessarily a bad change, but it'll just be different?
Oh, I think it'll be the product will get leagues better, I think.
Yes, not to say their business practices will get a whole lot better, but like I think the product itself will
'Cause
get better.
at that point, it would be probably a show run by people who grew up as the wrestlers, right? Like,
Well, it's going to be like Triple H and
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon. you
like
know,
people who were like, I went through this. Here's a better way to do it.
Yeah, like Vince would wrestle, and he would never ask wrestlers to do things he wouldn't do. Like, he took some crazy bumps and everything. But like Hunter, like Triple H, he went through everything. He worked for every company, well, not everyone, but like he paid his dues time and time and time again.
Is this true?
What?
Atlas saying Kevin Dunn has been hired forever because his dad saved a bunch of old WWF tapes from a fire, so Vince promised his son a job for life.
That seems fake.
You know what?
I don't think
At
Kevin
this
Dunn
point,
is.
I could believe it, but
Kevin Dunn will not be around.
no. I'm not saying he'll be around like once
is it?
Vince is gone. I'm
Kevin
just
Dunn's
saying
a production guy.
that would almost explain why he's still there after years and
I
years
mean-
of just not doing anything good.
But he's one of Vince's dudes.
Yeah.
You know, like him, Michael Hayes.
Here's the other Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero.
Oh, okay. That's what's going on. I bet at some point they have to put Vince off camera.
I mean, he's not on camera. He's rarely on camera now. Shane and Stephanie are on camera a lot.
Oh, does he not do a lot of just like?
He was on the last Raw. Like sometimes around WrestleMania season, they have a major angle they want to do. So like he just suspended Roman Reigns on the last Raw, so he'll show up. And he was on that Raw 25, and Steve Austin came
Okay,
back and
but-
stunned him for old time's
But he's
sake.
not sitting at the table. All the
Oh, he's
time.
in gorilla position the entire time. Gorilla position is before they come out of the curtain. Gorilla position is named after Gorilla Monsoon, old wrestler, and that's where he always used to sit
and
watch the
commentator, like
monitors
a
and
famous
stuff.
commentator.
Yeah. So gorilla position is basically it's usually Vince and Michael Hayes and Triple H are usually back at this desk right before the
Okay.
curtain, and they've got monitors, they've got headsets. Vince has a headset so he can tell the announcers what to say. So yeah, the last thing these wrestlers see before they come out through the curtain is Vince sitting there. To this day, he's at every Raw pretty much. Although with the XFL thing coming on, it might be less and less.
I hope that's what it is. I hope he like puts all his time and energy into the XFL.
Yeah, just
Product
set him up
changes,
there. Yeah.
And then when that thing inevitably fails again, he's just too depressed to come back and worry about wrestling anymore. Like, it's not that I wish ill on people, it's that I just don't ever want to see Vince McMahon involved in this project or this product ever again. I'm tired of it. It's why I don't watch anymore, because it's just the things he wants that show to be are not things that I want to watch in wrestling. So
Yeah.
it's purely selfish. It is, but like, I don't want any
Wow,
part
that
of
was
it.
a good nut kick, though.
It was a really
That
solid
was
nut
really
kick.
good.
It's a complicated thing with Vince because there are many, many, many things that you can say bad about Vince, and both personally, business-wise, what he's done with the product, but at the same time, none of this shit happens with, like, nothing. Any good memory you've ever had about wrestling doesn't happen without Vince.
Also, the myriad bad memories you have about wrestling.
Yeah,
also
I mean,
wouldn't happen.
wrestling he is wrestling. Like, there's no Hulk Hogan without Vince McMahon. There's no Steve Austin, no Rock.
Do you think once Vince is out of the picture, do you think a challenger tries to make a real play to take on WWE?
Unless they have a ton of money, no.
There's no fucking way.
No
Because
way.
the thing
Just
the
not
thing-
worth it.
The thing that has kept like competitors from beating the WWE in like the wake of like ECW going away and WCW getting bought is that nobody has the funds to compete with the kind of production that they put on.
And even people that have a ton of money, like I guess the closest thing to a competitor in that they've had a TV deal forever is TNA, and they've got Dixie Carter's money behind it and her family's money, which is millions and millions of dollars, and they have tried to spend so much to bring in the Hogans and like everyone that you've heard of, like old timers from WWF and everything. They bring in, and they got a TV deal, and no one gives a shit. No one watches TNA. It's terrible, and even with millions of dollars, they couldn't even come close to making a scratch.
Like the closest to an actual analog to the WWE is New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they are making some inroads in the U.S., but like they are still predominantly a Japanese production, and they will never, I don't think, connect with a U.S. audience the way that the WWE does, because the WWE is a very like America-focused, like rah-rah kind of, sort of patriotic organization. It will always focus on America, America first, which is maybe not the way I should phrase that, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way they do it.
And New Japan is a wrestling product for wrestling fans, whereas WWE, Vince, there's a reason he wants to call it, WWE, like entertainment. And this is sports entertainment. This isn't wrestling. He wants it to be this mainstream mass market thing, families, like not one demographic or anything, whereas like New Japan is very much like wrestling fans. They're the ones that are paying for us and keeping us, successful. Vince, wants to start movie studios and do all this stuff. So it's such a different product. But yeah, nothing is going to come close to touching Vince or WWE
for a long, long time.
Decades. Yeah. I'll be watching. I'll see how it goes. Check in with me. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm sure you will, even if we don't check in.
Absolutely. Yeah. You follow me on Twitter? All right.
Yeah.
So I think I figured out the secret to these tag matches is that actually if I just KO dudes, then the other guy can't even interfere. So it's perfect.
There you go. And your finisher is really good for KOing people.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so sad.
Charlie Haas.
I would love it if a U.S. promotion actually came up out of the ashes and like provided real competition to WWE. I would love it if that could happen.
This is probably a really big question, but so what happened with ECW?
You want to take this one?
If I'm remembering correctly, they were very deeply in debt by the end of their independent tenure. Like Paul Heyman, he built that company really out of nothing.
Literally from his mom's basement.
Yeah, like it existed as a couple of different wrestling promotions before it became ECW, and then he popularized it. He turned it into the thing that it was. But he had to leverage a ton of stuff in order to make that happen. And honestly, they were really punching above their weight, like in a huge way. Like they were doing pay-per-views in these tiny venues that were clearly not making like huge gates or amounts of money, but they were still finding a way to get out there. But
the brand seemed big.
The brand was huge.
The amount of debt they were in, and after a while, they were having a hard time attracting talent too. Like WWE was just kind of like snapping everyone up, and there just wasn't a lot left.
Not just stealing the talent, but like the Attitude Era was a lot of the ways, kind of based on things ECW was already doing with like the sex and violence and weapons and all that stuff. And like Heyman is a creative genius. He's the best talker in the history of the business, but business-wise, he is a nightmare. And all the guys that worked for him, they just kind of understood that like we are part of this important thing. ECW is this important thing.
If we get
at a
paid,
moment in
it's
time,
a miracle.
yeah, it'd be great if one of these checks clears or if I actually get paid.
Is there a good like ECW book?
I can't. There's documentary. There's a great documentary.
There's a great documentary. The only book I've read about like the failings of wrestling company was the death of WCW that the Wrestle Crap people wrote, which is
it goes into the Russo stuff.
Yeah, like that is an incredibly detailed breakdown of all the things that went wrong with WCW. But there isn't really one about ECW in particular that I know of.
But there are DVDs or documentaries where they talk to everyone involved. Heyman, the wrestlers, and everything, and they talk about all the difficulties of that company.
WCW failed because they put on the worst product for
no one knew what the fuck they were doing. All they had was Ted Turner's money.
Yeah.
When was that?
That was 2001 or 2, right?
2001 is when everything went under, because at WrestleMania X7 in March of 2001, they had WCW and ECW guys in the crowd that they were showing. The simulcast was a week before on Raw when Shane was in Tampa.
Ooh, the Basham Brothers!
Are these guys the white supremacists?
They may have been.
I think they might.
So their gimmick wasn't that, but like
but the people
in real life,
are.
they have actually
worse?
been. Yes. I'm just saying.
I'll
They
agree there.
They didn't put them on the air as white supremacists.
No.
But the people who were these characters, I believe, were white supremacists. Yes.
I
So
think that might be
this
the
dude's
case.
ass. How's that sound?
I think they also might be like huge investors behind TNA, right?
They were. I don't know if they still are because they
Yeah.
were one of the companies that like was bidding on TNA, but I don't know if that ever went through or if they were one of the companies that like owned it for 6 months and then sold it again.
Yeah, they suck.
It's always
Yeah.
a treat.
Yeah.
Again, it's a minefield.
Yeah.
It's a perpetual fucking minefield.
No, brother.
Oh, he's saying it's not them.
It's not them. Who am I thinking of?
Who was
am I thinking of the DOA guys, the Disciples of
The
Apocalypse?
Harris twins.
The
that's what it
Harris
is.
twins.
And they are the ones that
Yes.
own that company. Okay, so sorry. Apologies to the Basham brothers.
And they had shirts with like Nazi stuff
You're
on.
different
Yeah.
skinheads,
Boy.
but you are not racist.
That's
as far
right,
as
not
we
the
know, so that's
Bashams.
good. That's good.
The Harris
Harris brothers,
All right.
okay.
I'm sorry, Basham brothers. The Basham brothers were the ones with the dominatrix.
Yes, they at one point had a
Yeah.
dominatrix
Oh,
that
that's
was
fine.
taking.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
All right. You can still beat them, but beat them in a fun way.
Yeah,
Beat
yeah.
them in a way that they'll like. You know what
Yeah,
I
the
mean?
They're
Harris
into it,
brothers
yeah.
are not in this game anywhere, so we don't have to worry
I
about
don't
that.
think they ever made it to a game.
They might have been in some of those like acclaimed WWF
Like
games.
Attitude? They
Yeah,
definitely weren't in wars.
they might have been because remember
If
there was
anything, Attitude, maybe.
because remember that was the era like when there was the weird gang warfare thing in WWF and they
No.
were part of the biker crew.
Because Attitude came out in 99, and I don't think DOA, the gang war stuff with like Crush getting out of jail and all that stuff, that was more in 97, 98.
There was basically a period where the WWF responded to the whole like popularity of the NWO thing, being like, well, you know what's really popular is Oz. So what if we got like a bunch of different ethnically specific groups together as gangs and they all fought each other? That's good television.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there was like a Latino group. There
The
was
Nation of Domination.
the Nation of
Wow.
Domination. There was the DOA, which was the biker group, and was there another one?
Los Barriquillas?
No, that was the Latino
that was
group.
Savio Vega.
Yeah,
and,
Savio
right,
Vega
yeah.
and a few other people.
And then the Latino World Order in WCW.
Of course.
That was a different, but that was like the Latino World Order was interesting because that was specifically like. So one of the things about WCW was that they had a bunch of Mexican superstars on the show. Like they had like legitimately famous wrestlers from Mexico.
Tons
that
of
were,
lucha guys that were
and they're mostly on
badass.
like the mid card, but like you know they gave them spotlights and they let them have like TV matches and stuff. But after a while, the NWO just kind of took over everything. So they took this, like, was I think a fairly legit grievance from a lot of the Latino wrestlers being like, hey, we're kind of just getting the short shrift because everything is NWO focused. And they gave them a stable where they were just the NWO, but it was all the Mexican wrestlers. So
Yeah, it was the
But
same
from
logo.
from Mexico, not like Mexican American wrestlers, like
some of, like, Eddie Guerrero is from Texas originally, right?
Yeah, and like Ray is from San Diego.
Yeah, but a lot
kind of
of
like
them
roots
had
in, like-
wrestled in
Yeah, yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah, like lucha roots. Yeah.
huh.
Yeah, so it was the NWO logo, but it was LWO
Ugh.
and the colors were the Mexican flag.
So weird. What a weird
Yep.
fucking.
Well, then there's the Blue World Order.
That was
it's
a
just-
weird
it's just
chin. That was
blue
a
men?
really
Yeah.
weird
There was
chin.
the Blue Meanie.
Yes, the Blue Meanie and the Blue World, but that was like a joke.
Big
like
Stevie
that was
Cool.
intended to be a bunch of guys who lose all the time
Yeah.
doing a parody of the NWO.
Yes, and it was pretty funny.
So how long do you think? Not. Not to harp
head.
on Vince McMahon dying, but like
It's a big thing.
How long do you think after he passes, and then the people who are close to him kind of get older? Do you get the real good stories from?
That's what I want. I want the because even now while he's alive, there are enough stories with
Oh, yeah.
numerous sources that are like, oh my god, this.
So once he's gone and like the threat of legal action
But
is
then,
lessened,
but then I feel like he. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like he is a guy who has a lot of people who are loyal to him that won't talk about stuff for years, probably.
right?
right, like you're not gonna see Stephanie.
Or like the
come out.
Undertaker,
Tell-all book
or
or
like
something.
Taker's a loyal dude.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when they're older and like but he can't be like, you shut up, you don't talk about what we did in wrestling. You think like 15 years?
Not even.
Really?
I think it'll be sooner than that.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be plenty of people that weren't close to Vince that will, say lots of stuff right away. But yeah, I don't think you'll ever see like the Stephanies and the like company men ever do that stuff.
No, I just mean like wrestlers that were just like, here's what the behind the locker room was really
They'll trickle
like.
out.
Trickle out, you think?
Yeah.
I think it'll just be
Yeah.
like a blockbuster book.
I would love to read a
How long after he passes away do you get a movie about Vince McMahon with somebody?
it's already like in production, and the leaked script is amazing. Like Shane and Stephanie McMahon beating up all the bullies at their school with wrestling moves and stuff, and like Vince discovering like Roddy Piper in jail.
Wait.
and
That
discovers
sounds not
he
amazing.
discovers Andre the Giant in France and hires him. Like,
What?
look it up. There's a script for the Vince McMahon movie, and it leaked.
Is it wacky? It sounds wacky.
It's fucking
defeats Thanos.
dumb. It's so dumb.
Oh.
Like he met Linda McMahon at a strip club or something, which didn't happen at all.
No.
Oh boy, the leaked script is really something.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of scripts before they make it to like the shooting process tend to be kind of insane.
Yeah, totally. But if I don't know if WWE Films is involved with this.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Because it'll be terrible and inaccurate. If
Yes. All right.
Do you think he's got like an insane will?
Oh, he must.
Like that's just like, I want my corpse stuffed
I
and
hope.
hanging. I want it wrestle. I want somebody to slam my corpse in the ring.
Ugh.
Or like you wrestle at WrestleMania for the rights to his frozen body or
something like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be great. I don't think so, though. I like people that have crazy... Like Hunter S. Thompson had his ass just shoved into that fucking, like, firework fist and got blown up in the sky.
That sounds
didn't know
cool.
that.
Yeah, or people that, like, freeze their heads and shit like that. Like, I'm gonna do something weird like that.
I don't like the stuff that's like, you have to maintain this thing for years and years after you're
that's so
dead. I like the stuff that's like, hey, you're not really going to make a big impact on the earth, but like, you have a fun death. You know what I mean?
We have a fun death, like...
Like that blowing up into the sky.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's cool.
I think I want to be frozen for a while.
Oh, no way. That's
No.
so
Few hundred
it's so
years.
expensive for your family. It's so
Well, but no,
truly expensive.
only if I
And
get rich
also-
enough to pay for it all.
Also, you're never coming back. Come on.
Just
like-
gotta give it a chance. If I get cremated,
I don't
it's
think
not
so.
happening.
Because like there are multiple things. One, you have to be able to come back. They have to be able to unfreeze you
Yeah.
as just a thing.
Yeah.
And two, whatever thing you died from, they have to reverse that.
Right.
Not only do they have to bring you back to life, but they have to also have to like get rid of the cancer that's
That's
in
not
you,
true.
Or, like whatever
They
it
could
is.
transfer his brain into a new body.
Yeah, and I'm not
boy.
saying
Come
I
on,
want
Abby.
to, and I don't want to come back in
Boy.
20 years. I want to come back in 20,000 years.
But is
And
that version of you, again, is that version of you, or is it a copy of you?
I don't care as long as me walking around talking and getting all the media attention.
If you're not ready to answer that question, don't freeze yourself. Don't put your
I'm getting
consciousness in
frozen.
another body.
Also,
That's
you're not
frozen.
getting any media attention because they're going to
Oh
be a billion
no!
other people
My
like
favorite
you.
part of this whole
right.
fucking wrestling thing.
No, this is the one entrance I will not skip
thank
for
you.
you, Vinny.
Hopefully it's not the same exact thing.
It probably will be. Oh wait, we got more map
There's
packs.
probably a number of these that are
Cash
on
for
rotation.
everything.
Would he like the final deletion stuff?
I think he would.
Yeah, I think he
I-
would too.
The few people I have shown Final Deletion stuff to who are not wrestling fans have loved it. I feel like it's
I
like one
also
of the,
like the window
Yeah, I like
seat.
the window seat as well.
it's one of the few things that like builds that bridge.
Yeah, you don't really have to know anything about wrestling.
It's
at all.
just like it's just cheesy B movie silliness.
totally, yeah.
Okay, here we go. I want to see how relatable Matt is.
I also I prefer aisle.
Oh no, wait,
So
window
far,
seat.
I'm an aisle guy.
So
I'm an
far,
aisle
he's
guy.
a very good match for me.
Yeah.
I know, same.
My
Lean
girlfriend
against
prefers
that
window.
door, or lean against the wall. So
This one's been hanging out here a little while, Matt. So
Come on, buffer.
need another good.
The real players
No.
crashing.
Oh, boo.
Who's this? Squinty.
Is Charlie Haas again? God damn it.
Wait, no,
No, wait.
it's
Oh, Mark Jindrak.
Right.
Oh, this is the era when there's just a billion dudes in little
Jindrak.
Look at
panty
those
attire.
abs.
I know. Honestly, these outfits are very boring. I want that weird boxer to come back.
It's part of why the mid 2000s were so boring in wrestling. Is everyone just was some guy in tights? It was just everyone looked like Randy Orton.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can be a guy in tights if you have a personality. The problem is none of them had personality.
No, it was all the same like buzz cut in the same attire.
So anyway, going back to freezing your head.
Yeah,
Yes, don't do it.
You also have to have faith that the company that you have invested in will be around in 20,000 years,
I mean, I know there's no guarantees here.
or even 5.
Right. I know there's no guarantees.
Don't
but I'm
do
going to give
that.
it a chance.
No.
I should.
I'm going to do it.
You know what I'm
what
going to
if-
start?
Let's
A
just
company
let's
that
just-
freezes people, and it's really only $45,000 a year. If you want to just give me the money,
Let me
we'll
wait till
set
I'm
this up.
older.
No, we gotta kind of.
Because I need to be rich enough so my family doesn't have to deal with the burden of it. I need it to be a drop in the
Fine.
bucket.
How about just
Talk to me when I'm old.
we need to start preparing now.
What if there's an afterlife? What if you're chilling in heaven, like 20,000 years from now? You're enjoying your non-earthly rewards, and then suddenly you're ripped away from that because someone figured out the cure for like the one kind of disease that you had, and they're like, "Oh, we got
Okay.
this," and they plug you back in.
Then I've got an answer here. If there's an afterlife and I'm up there enjoying it while my body, my mortal body, or not mortal body, my physical, tangible
Yes.
body's down there, then I would just I imagine I would be good friends with God, and I would just talk to him, and I'd be like, "Hey,
everyone's friends with God.
well, I know, but like I would work my
if
way
you
up,
had
and
an
I would be like,
relationship with God. I think that would be a real that
No.
would cause some problems.
I would
for the
be in
whole
God's
afterlife
like trusted
part of
upper
this.
circle,
Yeah,
and I'd be
inner
like, "Hey God, hey, sorry, when I froze myself, I didn't know this was a real thing. So if you could can you just like have something happen like a hurricane, pull the plug on my little freezy box there,
Yes.
and God would be like, oh yeah, I'll do you a solid here.
A very concentrated hurricane.
Yeah, or just I don't know, you're God, make it just fucking fall out of the plug.
Yeah, and he'd be like, whatever.
Yeah,
Dan, you're a riot.
that'd be fine.
Do your job, Charlie. Make him proud.
And that's the beginning of the movie where, in doing so, God accidentally is like, yeah, sure, hold on a second. Let me just go, whoa! It slips and falls down, and then you have to become the new
Oh,
God.
I'm the new God.
And you can't tell anybody. It's like the Santa Claus.
Okay, this keeps sounding better and better.
Dan is
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I'd be a good God.
And you're like, oh man, nobody can know. God
He's
told
a
everybody
God.
he
He's
wasn't.
not the God.
We weren't at WrestleMania 40,072. Like, he can't know.
They don't do numbers anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
If Dan was a god, we'd all
far
be
to leave.
clones.
We know what?
We'd all be clones.
I wouldn't be against clones. No, I would encourage that.
If you were God, would like people have to choose like their wrestler name when they're born?
I wouldn't make people do whatever. They just do whatever they want.
Ah.
I wouldn't be like a vengeful creating storms because you disagree with me, God. I'd just be like, hey, just don't hurt each other. I mean, if people were shitty, they would be like tossed into space or something. But
Wow, that sounds fun.
yeah.
I'm gonna be shitty so I can go to space.
My first
no, I'm
command.
talking like murderers and stuff. I would just pluck them out, like when you put black or white, black and white, and yeah, you just pick them up and just toss them. Yeah.
You would do it.
Yeah, I would have my literal hand of God come down and like smash like a Monty
No, but
Python.
then people are going to be very dependent on you.
Why? They can still
They-
eat and stuff without
No,
me.
they're going to be like, Dan, this guy's being shitty to me.
No, I could see everything, so I would be able to be the judge of like, no, he just took some Cheez-Its from your
It
box.
was really
I'm not
shitty.
going to throw that guy
Throw him
into
into
space.
space.
No.
Please.
No, only serious things like murder and stuff would I
If
throw
you were
people
God,
into
would
space
you
for.
make me really rich?
You suck, God.
I
I'm turning
don't
to
take- I don't-
Zoroastrianism now.
I don't take requests.
Okay, but do you play favorites?
I will surprise people if I feel like if I'm watching someone like, you know what, they've been a really good person and they haven't been rewarded for anything.
Okay, Dan.
They've had a tough life. Oh, surprise, briefcase full of money shows up on their front step.
Dan. What if I get really
Oh no,
into
he ruined our
wrestling?
economy through inflation. This guy just made a briefcase of $1 billion appear.
What if I get really into wrestling? I adopt a bunch of those dogs you
there's-
like.
No.
I,
favorites.
I
No
moved
favorites.
to Kansas.
Build a
What?
giant
No.
statue of you. That's
What?
like-
Yeah. I like.
Nope.
I have a bunch of kids and name them all Dan.
Nope, no favorites.
Throw like really big parties in honor of Dan.
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Cry
if
a
somebody
lot for
was
Dan's
really like they're making like churches to me and stuff.
Yeah,
I
like
guess,
real.
Then give me
No, I
money.
mean like really big temples.
really nice temple.
Really nice.
Architecture's gonna look really cool.
I mean, like the belts that you wear as part of the religion are just like kind of big wrestling belts with like Dan on.
Are they like spinner belts?
Yes.
Oh, they spin?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm into this
And
religion
everybody
now.
sits in the folding WrestleMania chairs during service.
and just weep for you.
And at the for service instead of Eucharist, you just get
Okay.
slammed through a table.
Okay, well, not individual favorites, but folks that go to my church
But what if I'm the
maybe
only
have
member
some
of
nice
the
lives.
church? What if I'm the only member of the church?
Wow. Listen, are you?
Dan,
Hey,
give
listen.
me money.
You can't build a giant fucking church. There's no way you could build a.
Try to stop me, Dan.
All right,
Try to stop
hey,
me.
tell you what, if
Okay.
you can do that and it's structurally sound and it works, and if you can recruit some folks, then maybe.
Here's the
No,
thing,
no,
Abby.
no.
If everybody's seeing a giant hand come out and flick people into space, you're gonna have no problem getting people to help build your church. Like,
I want the money.
Grab some bricks.
Not a problem. Listen, I'm taking off from 2 years of work.
I want God's praise for myself.
Humble.
Thank you.
No individual favorites.
Isn't that the point of God?
Well, unless I have like descendants and stuff like that, then my family will 100%
Okay.
be doing great.
Well, I'll look into your descendants, I guess. Befriend one.
See if I can KO him. Probably not.
Well,
Oh, slow-mo.
now we know
red.
the
Drop
answer
him on his
to
head.
do not let Dan be resurrected and let him freeze himself because this nightmare scenario cannot happen.
Nightmare? What sounds bad about any of this? It'd be like that John Lennon song.
I think when I die, I just want to like donate my body to
I am the
something
walrus?
better.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
way
yeah.
were we? I
I'm the
wasn't sure.
walrus.
Okay.
I figured out the
Working
secret.
class hero? Is that where you're
Yeah.
going? Okay.
I think I figured
that
out
a
the
Beatles
secret
song?
to tag matches in this game.
Just knock him out.
Either KO or just do a bunch of finishers, then just walk over, punch the partner once, and then
Oh,
pin.
yeah. There we go.
Excellent.
All right, you want to do one more match?
Yeah,
and then
I think one more.
We'll move on.
I think that's about all this
Okay.
God conversation could handle.
Yeah. Look, I mean, when you talk about professional wrestling, the most godly of sports,
Yes.
inevitably, the conversation will turn to the more spiritual.
I mean, it's the only sport that God has actually been a participant on pay-per-view.
As far as we know.
That's true.
You tell me about this, right? The spotlight.
Some people say that God was actually Bobby Bonilla, so he maybe participated in some baseball.
Okay. Okay.
Did anybody ever say that God was Bobby Bonilla?
I did. I was a big Pirates fan.
Hey,
What? I don't know.
Learn a little something new. Poor
Zoroastrianism and Bobby Bonilla. I'm just bringing it. I'm fucking
Wow.
Dennis Millering my way through this fucking this stream.
You're not
might
laughing
be-
at your own jokes.
You
enough.
might be the first person to say Bobby Bonilla in 5 years.
I had not heard of that name.
That is
since-
like one of the first 5 baseball cards I ever got.
You played with like Mark McGuire and Ricky Hendricks. No,
Yeah, it was
Ricky
that
Henderson
same
was on the
era.
A's, right? I think Pirates. Wait, I'm mixing up the A's and the Pirates.
Yeah, those are very
Like
different
early
teams.
'90s, though, right? Bobby
Yes.
Bonilla. Oh, Barry Bonds. Barry
Yes,
Bonds was on
Barry
the Pirates
Bonds
at the
was
same
also
time.
on the Pirates,
Bonds and
yes.
Bonilla. Yeah, because I remember there's a lot of
Yes.
alliteration going on there. Yeah.
The
Pittsburgh
were
Pirates.
they,
Bobby
were
Bonilla,
they
Barry
the
Bonds.
Bash Brothers?
No, that was Mark McGuire.
That was McGuire and Canseco.
Okay.
Rick.
And they were not white supremacists, to be fair.
No, one of them's just a giant fucking idiot.
Oh, really? Which one? I can't imagine what you're
McGuire.
talking about.
Yeah. Boy. Canseco doesn't subscribe to Giant Bomb. We're fine.
All right. One more match. Apparently, Bobby Bonilla is still somehow getting money from the Mets.
Okay.
Like whatever his contract was, he is still getting money.
Wow.
He dresses up
He
as
has
a
not
big baseball.
He has not played baseball in like 20 years.
He's a god.
I did not enjoy this beer too much.
I
Yeah.
went through a
My
period where I
cider's
tried to
okay.
enjoy Guinness and like, oh,
I
it's
like
an acquired
Guinness.
taste. I'm
Something
gonna.
like flat or like not.
It's got the crazy little ball in there.
Maybe
Oh,
I
I
should
know
have
that
shaken it
ball's
up.
fun. Can I?
Yeah,
Is this empty?
Go for it.
The feeling of it is so good.
Have you ever
weird.
cracked the can open to see what it is?
I've done that before, yeah.
What is
really?
it?
What is
It's
it?
just a little
like
ball.
a plastic
Like
ball?
a bearing,
is
or
it hollow?
is it plastic?
No, it's like I
Vinny,
think
will you cut
it
yours
used to
open?
be like a little like white ball like this big. How do you?
Vinny, cut it open.
Okay, Dan.
You're gonna fuck up your
Ooh,
mouth.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, don't do that.
Soft
Dan.
part.
Wrestling on
Oh.
SummerSlam.
Nice.
First pay-per-view.
Oh boy.
All right, that's a good closer.
I'm glad we got on video you trying to bite a can.
You can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your future god.
This is SummerSlam.
This
Thank you,
is
Undertaker.
SummerSlam.
As you all
That's his
know,
catchphrase.
this is SummerSlam.
Why are there so many suits in the locker room?
They gotta look
There's-
nice.
Yeah.
Actually, they are supposed to wear suits when they're.
Oh, really?
You can wear two things if you're a wrestler in public. You can wear suits or you can wear tap-out clothes.
That must be
That's
Matt-
like an actual rule.
That
What
must
are
be Matt
tap-out
Hardy's because
It's
he doesn't iron his
WWE is
clothes.
invested
Yeah.
in this like workout attire company, and so that's what they're supposed to wear in public.
How
Suits or
about
tap-out.
Zumba? What is
Zubas?
that?
Zubas.
That's more
What's a
private
Zuba?
time. Zubas are the coolest pants. What
are they?
They were wrestlers.
Vinny, will you
very
Google
loud
it?
workout
You've
pants.
seen them. They're like
Will you
looks like
Google
a
it?
Jackson Pollock painting that is like
Oh,
on
yeah,
pajama pants. Yeah,
yeah,
those are
pajama
Zubas.
pants.
That and fanny packs are like the old wrestling uniform.
Yes.
In
At
a,
least
in a
it's
Rivera
comfortable.
jacket.
Okay, I have to utterly obliterate them. I can do that. So far, I haven't had a ton of trouble with that.
So are you in the ministry?
I'm in the new ministry somehow.
I don't remember Undertaker being so sassy and gesticulating.
You've always told me he runs the locker room.
I
does.
feel like every character in this game just looks greasy.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
wrestling. Every wrestler looks
Yeah.
a little greasy,
Yeah.
Although it's not Taker's yard anymore, it's now Roman Reigns' yard.
obviously.
Which he is kind of a locker room leader.
It's also just miserable that they haven't just turned him into the new Undertaker. If they're going to go that level, they might as well go all the way. Just give him the fucking urn, give him the hat, and just do it.
When Taker took all the Taker stuff off at WrestleMania, how do you not start Raw the next night with Roman Reigns standing in the ring wearing all the Undertaker shit?
Yep, do it.
It's like, I'm the
Make
new
Giancarlo
Undertaker.
Veronini's dream come true.
Yes. God, it would have been so good.
That has been his prediction for like 5 years running now. Is
That there'll be a
Roman
new
Reigns
Undertaker?
Will become the new
yeah,
Undertaker.
that Roman Reigns steals the Undertaker's power.
What do you have,
becomes
like
the new one.
blue contacts?
They've done that before. They've
That'd
done
be
blue
cool.
content. Oh, you know about that?
No, I'm saying that'd be cool. Can Roman
It didn't
Reigns
look cool.
roll his eyes back into?
I bet he could learn.
All
All
right.
right, who
He
we
took
got
some
here?
acting
Who are we
classes.
fighting? Rob Van Dam and Rey Mysterio?
You did?
RVD.
What?
You took that?
No, Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
When they wanted him to be a better actor.
The
It
most
didn't
stoned
work.
wrestler of all time.
Oh my God, yes.
Wow, look at that stiff walk.
Okay, guys, I'm here. I made it.
He is a human yin yang.
Yeah, he really is.
And I love him. I love Rob
I do
Van Dam.
too.
He is a
great.
harmless individual. He is just a big stoner.
He's a
who
laid-back dude.
He's very flexible.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, his whole thing is that he can jump real far and he can kind of bend in any direction.
What's his name?
Yoga and
Rob Van
weed
Dam.
and jumping.
Ooh.
He's great. He just got the good taunt.
But somebody made him a yin
There it
yang
is.
costume?
Oh,
no,
he
he
always had
always had
airbrush.
yin-yangs
It's
on
always
his- yeah.
dragons and yin-yangs and shit in 420. Like, Austin 316, you would always see RVD 420 back then.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like when he got late in his career and he was just coming back for like short runs, he was basically taking time off to just go smoke weed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, look at this shirt.
Rey
That's
Mysterio.
right.
Yeah.
That's your bear guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all coming full circle.
Rey Mysterio is legitimately one of my favorite wrestlers.
Wow,
He's
cool.
incredible. He's so good.
And you're fighting against them? Wait, doing it 16?
619 style.
What's 619?
San
San Diego.
Diego's area code.
And the name of his finisher.
Oh, the 619?
Yep.
And his theme song is Booyaka Booyaka
Okay, this shirt
619.
is
He's
bad.
got a lot, and on his pants,
Yeah.
619. Okay, he's
A lot
got
of 619 going
He's
on.
really
man.
committed.
Yeah, you like San Diego a lot.
We were fighting against them, right?
Yes. Yes, he's part of Eddie Guerrero's stable in this storyline. So that never, I don't think that ever actually happened in wrestling, that they were a stable. No.
This stream has got me very much in the mood to go to Madison Square Garden and see some good wrestling
Oh,
tonight.
good.
Yeah.
I'm very, very ready to go.
You don't have to get going like now or anything.
No,
We got one
no.
more match
It starts
here.
at like 7.
How
Okay.
long's the match? I have to pee again.
Oh, this is a TLC match.
Oh, shit.
What does that
It's gonna be
mean?
long.
Tables, ladders, and
Ladders and
chairs.
chairs.
Cool. How long do you
Wait,
think?
so can you just go outside and get a table and
Yes,
chair?
we can do anything in this match.
Okay.
How do you win?
Whoa, look at these soup tables
I
immediately.
don't think.
Yeah.
I think you can just win normally. Oh, that's my partner. I shouldn't have done that.
Wow.
Oh,
It's pure chaos.
Yes.
Kinda
Oh,
not.
you would love the TLC match from WrestleMania 17. It's just nothing but ladders, tables, and chairs, and just the craziest permutations
that's a
of
ref.
all them. It's extremely violent
This is
and
chaos.
awesome.
Oh my God, you
this is
body slam the ref.
single
Wow, look
nap.
at you on the table. Cool. Dance
Yeah.
on the table.
Oh, jeez.
shit.
Can you get another table?
There will be more tables. I promise.
Well, your teammate has a ladder, which is nice.
That's how you win.
Oh, Rey Mysterio, they're going to fight. They're jumping.
Oh, jeez.
Man.
You're not
there's a
there,
belt
Ray.
up there. Okay.
Ray, you're not there.
Wait, he's going to get the belt.
No, he's not there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So there is
Wow.
a belt up there. I am going to have to try and ladder. We maybe won't do a bunch of replays of this today if this takes a
No.
while.
Wait, maybe your partner will go get the belt.
Yeah, it's possible.
Is your partner Charlie Haas?
Maybe not probable, but possible.
He's working on that ladder. He's trying to figure
it out.
Yeah.
Yes, hit them.
Huh?
Wow, the ref is dead.
Yeah. Why
Well,
is
it's
there
a
even
TLC
a
match,
ref?
so that's legal. You can
Okay.
kill the ref.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want to a ref in this match. Get it, Charlie.
Get it. Get it. He got it.
Wow!
Fucking Charlie Haas saved the
Charlie
day.
He
Haas.
had the all-time best luck with tag matches in any WWE game in this series.
Wow.
Like these usually take a million years.
I think
That's pretty good.
he owes some kudos to old Charlie.
We fucking did it.
It's the coolest thing Charlie Haas has ever done.
It's the coolest thing an AI in this game has done so far. That's for sure.
Wow.
So we're
nice.
going to be a thing, right? Forever?
Yeah.
Forever.
You're going to be a legend, Charlie.
Forever. And that's how I got here, kid.
I love it. I love that just happened.
Hey.
All right, we'll get through this cutscene and then we'll save it and call it.
Nobody's actually, to all of our surprise. I don't like that set.
Nah,
No.
It's more metal and flames.
It reminds me of the one that guy ran through the wall in.
It reminds, me,
the
of,
Shockmaster?
reminds me of Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. Like zoom.
Non-believers.
It would be, as somebody who doesn't follow wrestling, I think it would be neat if somebody tried to become a new Undertaker.
They
Ooh.
kind of tried with Bray Wyatt a bit, and they have really blown it at every turn with him.
I want to
At-
be the new Undertaker.
At one point, Bray Wyatt kidnapped the Undertaker and learned his lightning powers, but then they just lost Undertaker and Kane and didn't have lightning powers anymore. They also had his teleportation powers, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. And Kane's fire powers, yeah.
is Kane still a thing?
Well, he's got his election. He's kind of
Yes.
focusing on it. Well, I mean, I'm going to see him wrestle tonight, so he's kind of doing double time between electoral races and getting F5 by Brock Lesnar. But
So I think I'm a tag team champion now?
Good job.
I guess?
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Berserker.
you pulled a belt out of the ceiling.
your AI partner did.
Very excited about being
fell through a table.
tag team champions with Charlie Haas. Sure.
Yeah, great.
Hey, look, whatever gets me to The Undertaker in WrestleMania, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, with that,
Yeah.
I think we were going to spend some points.
We got to
and we're
cut
gonna
that out.
save, and we're going to be back next week. That's what I think.
Sounds good to me.
All right. This has been Gaiden in the Ring. This has been WWE Day of Reckoning. We are in it. We just competed on SummerSlam.
Yay.
Yeah.
We did it.
Good work.
Just got to make it to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for joining me.
Thank
Thank you, Alex.
We will see you. All right, what do we got? That.
Shocker.
You're doing you're doing that.
Say
Version
shocker.
1.1.
You're doing that.
Say
Point
the
one.
word shocker.
I'm gonna do this one. Bye, everyone.